Yes, it is the biggest game of the season. Anfield. It is Liverpool versus Manchester City. The players have just arrived. They're just about to go into training. They're in the dressing room now. They're getting pumped. So yes, this is it. The live scenes from Anfield as the atmosphere builds. Look at that. Look at the atmosphere there. We've got the flares going. Top of the table clash. Even though it's not first against second, it is top. This is it. One of the champions of England will be one of these two games. It's going to be a big one. Thank you very much. We are live. It's the Football Social, brought to you by Sky Bet. I am pleased, honoured to be joined by the greatest lineup in the history of the Football Social. First of all, we have Jermaine Pennant in the building. Love it, Jermaine.
I'll give you a clap, I'll give you a clap.
Sorry? Are you happy to be here?
Oh, I'm very happy to be here. Last time I've been here, well, the 3 times I've been here, been supporting Liverpool, and we've won every single show.
You have, yeah.
So now it's 4th time lucky. Sean, deal with that.
Yeah, and hoping to stop the trend. It is the GOAT. It's Mr. Sean Gota. Building.
Listen, I'm absolutely stoked about today. I'm pumped up, and I'm just relatively calm about today. There's no worries at all.
Yeah, that's good. Completely calm, yeah.
Yeah, completely calm.
And to my left is Mr. James Wayne, who is not our only resident City fan, but you are probably our loudest, I would say.
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
JMO.
really nervous about today. I think it's our toughest game of the season, and we're in a bit of a vulnerable state, so we'll see how it goes.
Vulnerable state, wow.
Correct.
Oh, and our final guest is Mr. Michael McCubbin, who is all over the socials. Tell the people at home how they can get in touch.
They can get in touch on Twitter, Football Daily or Soccer AM, or just in the comments on this live stream. We will do our best to answer all your questions. I know I'm not Will Brazier, but I'm going to give it a go. So, yeah.
You look like him.
Yeah, you hair, to be fair. Like, I'm trying, but
OK, and we're going to...
It's too short.
That's fine, yeah, and we're going to look at the weekend's results, starting obviously with Friday. It was a massive result. Here we go. Yes, Norwich lost at home to what? It's not looking good for Norwich, is it? After that really bright start. Massive win for Chelsea there, 2-0 at home to Crystal Palace. Burnley 3, West Ham 0. Massive win for Newcastle. Again, I'm saying massive a lot, but it is what it is. They beat Bournemouth 2-1. Southampton lost at home to Everton 2-1. Fantastic result for Sheffield United at Tottenham. And there was another game, but we don't really want to go into that. So we will... and the games happening today. We are going to go live for the scenes from Molineux, where Wolves won 2-1. Massive win that was, wasn't it? You know, Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Wolves have had a bit of an indifferent start to the season.
Yeah.
Like, poor first month and a half, but last month have kind of picked it up a bit. Obviously, Ruben Neves got on the score sheet today. Lovely goal from outside the box.
Yeah.
Don't really expect much less from him, to be honest. But I think Nuno Espirito Santo can probably be confident of a kind of mid-table finish again for Wolves.
Nice. And this is the scene from Old Trafford where Manchester United ran out 3-1 winners. There he is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He seems a lot happier than he has been.
To be fair, it's been a difficult start of the season for him, and I mean, any win at this point will be taken, and he'll be absolutely loving it, just for the fact they need to climb up the table. I mean, it's been difficult for him. He's kind of had to deal with a lot himself and had to prove a lot. So, he'll take this win and run with it.
Cool. And I think we're going to look at the table now, starting from the bottom. As we said, doesn't really look good for Norwich there. Aston Villa again, they've lost again. Looking beautifully there in number 14th, isn't it? For the table.
Liverpool!
This is an absolutely massive game, isn't it? Are you surprised to see Man City in 4th?
It's just they've played an extra game. That's all it is. We'll be second by the end of the day. Don't worry.
Oh, nice! I love that confidence. Love that confidence.
Begging confidence there.
We're here. Let's look at the teams. First, we'll start with Liverpool.
Boo!
We've got Alisson in goal. It's a very
strong team.
Very strong team. With Alisson in goal, Trent, Alexander-Arnold, Lovren, Van Dijk, Robertson, Henderson, Fabinho and Ronaldo. Salah, Firmino and Mane. Jermaine, thoughts on that team?
I think it's strong.
Rubbish.
It's a very strong team, Could be a little bit stronger with Matip, but, apart from that, it's a strong team. Front three, don't need to say nothing about it. And we all know what Alex-Arnold and Robertson bring to the team by going down that flanks and the deliveries and the assists and the threats they can cause in the box for Man City.
Yeah, because there probably is only Matip to come into that team, really.
The only Matip, ready to come on that team. And the good thing is about it, our bench players are playing very well and confident with Ox scoring goals and...
Yeah. Okay, and here's the Man City team. Bravo, that's like the big one, isn't it? Bravo.
Team.
We got Walker, Stones, Fernandinho, Angelino, who I don't know much about, but I'm sure James and Sean will fill in around that. Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri and Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Aguero and Sterling. Happy, Sean?
Very happy. Listen, very happy right now. Listen, this is a huge game for us, but we have to start right off at the top. Bravo. You know what I mean? Bravo. right off, that's how we start off.
Yeah?
Listen, there's people that doubt him, but I got belief in him. He's a quality keeper off the ground. He just isn't as good as Alisson, but we're in good hands.
There you go. You need your best, though. If he's not as good as Alisson, you need your best.
Yeah.
You need your best.
You talked about your front line.
You've got no David Silva. David Silva's...
When you ain't got a David Silva, you got a Bernardo Silva.
So, do you see with that being his first start since May 2018, is he actually going to have a big impact on this game? Do you think him?
Well, yeah, there'll be some adjustments because again, he can't launch a 60-yard pass. His passing is accurate and his passing is good, but he can't hit that 60-yard pass like Addison can. But all in all, I think that'll probably be a tactic that Pep will play because we know that Liverpool want to do the press, and so those long balls, quality. When I say long balls, long passes, will have to play a part. So it'll be interesting to see how we go about it. But Bravo is a really good keeper.
And then James, Angelino. I don't know much about this guy.
Yeah.
So can you please explain to everyone at home?
I mean, I'm quite excited because obviously he was a youth player for us.
Okay.
Sent him on loan a few places, sold him to PSV, and then we've bought him back at the start of this season. I'm surprised to see him now. I thought Mendy has been playing well. Okay. But maybe I'm not too sure because obviously I don't see him day in, day out, but I know Angelino is very, very good defensively and in attack. Maybe not as good in attack as Mendy, but recently I think Mendy's balls have been a bit... Because usually he drills the ball in low, which is extremely deadly. There's so much power in his crosses. But recently in the last 3-4 games, a lot of them have gone a lot higher than he expected, some to the actual touchline, which isn't great. So Angelino maybe has proven that, this is the kind of game for him, a bit more control, a bit more kind of reluctancy to just drill it in however hard he wants to and just kind of let the other players play. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm excited to see him there.
Cool.
I'm happy too. Yeah, I'm happy too, mate. to get thrown in the deep end, go for it.
Exactly. Feel the lovering in there, hey?
I think we're going to hear from Pep now on the starting lineup.
Pep, first of all, what sort of boost is it to have Rodri back and David Silva available on the bench?
Yeah, Rodri felt good the last few days, and we tried to put it. Didn't want to put both after injuries in the same moment, and Rodri he felt okay the last 2 training sessions, and we decided to be selected.
Claudio Bravo's last Premier League start was a year and a half ago, but how much will all of his experience and the fact he was man of the match against Liverpool in August in the Community Shield help him?
The past is the past in football, so it doesn't matter what happened. It was a keeper who played in the top clubs, in national team from Chile, won everywhere. So have a lot of experience. So now we just go out there and play as good you are.
Very, very extremely interesting there. I just want to talk a little bit about some of the comments he said about Mane midweek. Jermaine, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, what do you kind of think about that?
It's playground stuff, isn't it? As a manager, opposite player, you're not gonna give them praise. You're gonna do anything, to try and dent the confidence and mind games. So yeah, that's all it is. I mean, it's been happening for years. The Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson, they used to be one of the best at it. Yeah. And out of the game, the respect that they have each other is untold. He said it on national TV how much he rated Arsenal and what he did for the game.
Yeah. So do you think Pep's trying to plant a bit of a seed there for the referee, or do you think?
Well, like I said, it's mind games, and the league watch it, the referees watch it. So if he's saying to dive, possibly it could work, may not work. That reluctant to give any penalties if he does go down in the box.
Nice, Sean.
Yeah, I think when these managers, you're talking about the little hidden things. I think it is perhaps to bring the attention to the referees and them. But I mean, if honest be told, if I'm being honest here, if I'm a player today, I am going over in the box because this is how the game is. I think we're fools to be playing back in the day and it used to be, well, they call it brave, staying on your feet and all that. Today, if you feel a touch, you got to go over. So I think what Pep's doing is perhaps trying to have Liverpool take that eye off the ball and just a bit of kidology.
Very interesting. I think now we're going to hear from Jurgen Klopp prior to the game.
Jurgen, you've seen the Manchester City lineup. Any surprises or what you expected?
To be honest, I don't think about lineups too much before a game because I have no influence on that. Lineups of other teams, so I have no influence on that and react in a moment when we see them. No, I don't think that could be a surprise.
Rodri?
We expected Rodri to be back, to be honest, and he starts. Yeah, Mendy not in the squad, I think, if I'm right. So yeah, that's it pretty much. But it's a pretty good team still.
What's the approach going to be today?
Football. Active, positive, front-footed football. So that's it. We have to. We said that a lot of times here in a game like this. You have to defend with all you have. Otherwise, you get punished. You have to attack with all you have. Otherwise, you don't get anything. So you have to be brave in all departments, and that's what we try to do.
Cool. So it sounds like he's going to try and take the game to City. Do you think that's how the game's going to go down?
Well, for me, I think that's the way Liverpool have to play if they want to get something out of this game. But for City, I think it's about controlling the crowd. I think the crowd are a big part at Liverpool with Anfield. So I think the more City can control it and perhaps try to keep the crowd quiet, then the better it is for City.
Yeah, I agree. Liverpool have to take it to City. If you let City, get their authority and stamp on the game, they will dominate because they are a great team. So Liverpool have got to make it as much as uncomfortable for City as possible and attack from the first get-go. Press all players around the pitch, not let them settle on the ball. Otherwise, they will pick pockets and pick you off, one by one with the quality they've got in the team. So
how much do you think this is going to be a battle of the managers? Is going to be a battle of the actual players, who actually gets their tactics right? Do you think that's going to come into it, or will it just be this 11 against 11? It's
11 against 11. It's to see who's really up for it. Who's got that heart and that drive, and like I said, it's going to be difficult for City because at Anfield, as soon as the Anfield faithful and the Kop get going, it's going to be difficult, to know that, and it's like an extra man when you're playing with that, boost.
Nice. Mike,
yes.
Do we have any questions coming in?
We've got quite a few questions coming in. The first has come from Mark Caldwell, who clearly has watched Jose Mourinho today. Mourinho's saying that if Liverpool beat City, it's Liverpool's title to win. What do you guys make of that?
Well, yes, it's Liverpool's to lose, exactly. Yeah. Well, they'll have momentum. They'll have, I believe it will give them momentum if they go 9 points. They'll have a belief. I think it could carry them for a good 6 games after this in terms of consistent winning, as they have been doing. But I also think, on the other hand, if Liverpool were not to get a win at Anfield, where the game is obviously with a crowd behind them, I think that'll be a little bit of a blow.
Yeah. I have to disagree. Yeah. I don't think it's detrimental to the season. Liverpool last season were 10 points clear over City and ended up losing by 1 point. So it will be more of a big confidence boost going into the international break if Liverpool do come out with 3 points. But it's not defining at all. The games that are defining are the lesser teams. Your Norwich or your Crystal Palace. Getting a draw there, or teams coming to Anfield and not picking up the full 3 points there. They're the games that you've got to look out for.
Yeah, fair play. Because obviously Liverpool would go 9 points clear at this point. How long do you reckon it could take City to bridge that gap if it were to open that wide?
It could be, within 3 or 4 games. City go on a two-game run, Liverpool get a draw or defeat, and that's down to 1 point or 2 points. So it don't take a lot to close a gap of that magnitude. So. Like I said, people think, you're 9 points clear. It's not a lot. It's not a lot.
Yeah, for me, I think City will go under the radar because people were talking about Leicester, talking about Chelsea. We're talking about these teams, and City will build up momentum, i.e., get 2 wins, get 3. Then before you know it, they're on 5 and 6, and then they'll be back in their place and talking. And I think, so even if Liverpool were to go 9 points, City will just gather themselves and go, right, we just got to continue this for the rest of the season now, winning. And you hope that Liverpool drop the odd points.
So we've got live pictures, obviously, on screen of the players just coming out of the tunnel there. Jermaine, obviously, as an ex-Liverpool player, what is that feeling? Like you're playing at Anfield, the crowd is buzzing. What was it?
It's fantastic. Honestly, it's fantastic. When you come out, before you're coming out, you're in the tunnel. You can hear the cops singing. You never walk alone. It's around the tunnel, always going. And you know the hairs on the back of your neck. You know, stand up, you get goosebumps. So, you know, they're going to be up for it. And I can remember the Champions League nights there when we played Chelsea in the semi-final. It was probably one of the best moments of my career, apart from the final. And the fans really do make a massive difference.
Well, he should drop that in there.
Yeah.
Hey, bang.
Some of that. Some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna beat you today.
Mike, do you have any more questions?
Right, yeah, there's a few. There's a lot coming in, actually. From Daniel Henry. Who is the better coach, Klopp or Pep?
Yeah.
Big question.
Who is the better coach? You're a forward. You were a forward. You're a forward player.
It's Klopp all day.
Klopp all day?
Yeah, because Klopp gives you more of a loving, you know, shoulder to cry on. He's cuddly, he's more, you know, he's emotional. He's got the bit of both, you know. He's like, you can have a joke with him and you can be serious with him. You know, Pep's all no, yes, OK, sit down, don't talk. He's a bit more rigid, so I prefer to play. Yeah, I prefer to play under Klopp personally, so I think Klopp.
Interesting hearing your view. For me, Pep O'Day, I think you see what he's going to do with Sterling and a number of players and how he's improved them. The tactics, the knowledge, he's able to put round pegs in square holes, and you think, how's that worked out? How is he going there and be man of the match, and he's never played there? This is the stuff Pep does. I'm looking at my score today. Oh, we're thinking, maybe we're not got our best central defenders, but Fernandinho. Don't forget he's Brazilian, you know. That's a player there. He knows the game. It's on. It's on today.
No comment.
OK, so just before kick-off, we've got a Sky Bet price boost. Are you ready? Aguero to score a brace. It was 6-1. It's now 7-1. Van Dijk to score a header was 18-1. Now 20-1. Sterling to score first was 5-1. Now 7-1. Steffi Weber fiver. And Salah and Aguero both to score was 5-1. Now 6-1. Odds are accurate at the time of recording and are subject to change. For more information, please head to skybet.com for latest odds. You have to be 18 or over to bet. So, yeah. James, are you fancy 5 on any of them?
I would love the Sterling and Aguero ones.
That's quite good,
They've had a bit of a torrid time. It's Liverpool in the Community Shield start of the season.
Yeah.
But any of them to come in.
Sorry, boys. You never.
Oh, sit down. Rubbish.
God.
Oh, my word. Blue moon. You saw me standing alone without a care in my heart.
Thank you.
Without a love of my own. I said blue moon. Don't get me started, eh?
Continue, Joe. Sorry, mate. Continue.
And it's going to be for X Factor this year. So, one question. So, how important do you think the first goal is? I guess we'll start with Jermaine.
Huge. For whoever, massive. Whoever scores it, it's like I said, it's going to settle the nerves and give you that confidence and that morale boost. So, obviously, Liverpool are scoring the first goal, so, all the best.
Wow. This first goal is huge. It is because, again, if Liverpool were to score that goal at Anfield with the crowd, it will give them a huge boost. So I think it's vitally important that City score that goal, again, about controlling the crowd and the tempo of things.
Nice. J-Mo?
I think, if Liverpool score first, the real worry is that maybe John Stones' head will drop. He is. I mean, it'll be the same for Liverpool if for Lovren, but I mean that's my only fear. Whoever gets the first goal, the defender's heads drop. Apart from that, God, nah. Yeah. I'm just extremely nervous right now.
Right, so we're about a minute from kick-off. I just want to get everyone's score predictions. Joanne, so I'll start with you, being home team.
The firepower that City have, I'm not going to rule out a goal, so I'll say 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Sean?
2-1 City.
2-1 City.
I'm not bothered about Liverpool. You heard what he said? The firepower of City. Right? He started off with the firepower of City. That was his talk. My talk is City all day, 2-1. You heard it. Let's go get it.
Let's go get it. James?
I think Pep will deploy a similar tactic as last time he was at Anfield. So I'm going to say 1-0 City.
1-0 City.
Yeah.
Mike, as I can neutral.
Yeah, I'm actually going for a 3-1 Liverpool win.
Oh, my guy! My guy right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike's the guy.
Again, yeah?
I think I actually fancy City. I feel.
There you go.
But I feel like there's a lot more pressure, I think, on Liverpool because it's like they haven't gone there and done it, right? They haven't actually won the league. Like, I don't won the Premier League. Sorry, I haven't won the league. I won absolutely loads of leagues. But, so I think this is a massive game for Liverpool. I think if they can get the 3 points, I think that's pretty much them done. And that sounds a bit like.
I like you.
No, far from it. Far from it.
So we are literally seconds away from kick-off. Let's just hope football wins. Yeah, let's hope football wins.
That's going to happen either way.
Yeah.
I've actually got another question
Mike.
just coming up from at Kier 5. Obviously, we're talking about who are favourites in this game and whatnot. Obviously, Man City have more injuries, but he's asking, where is Liverpool's main weakness today?
Lovren. It's a big gap right there.
Yeah. Obviously, Matip's out injured. Do you think that could have a big impact today? Not having Matip in there.
Lovren's a quality player, but he's just not on the same level as Matip. But he's been absolutely brilliant. He's shown his quality, his pace, his understanding, his reading of the game, and just how good a partnership he's built up.
Look, he's came in and not lost, so he's doing something right. You know, so full credit to Klopp to having faith in him and to Lovren to putting in good performances. Yeah. Long may that continue.
and who out of that City front line do you think is going to have the most fun against that Liverpool back line today? I mean, this is for everyone really.
Well, I'll just go real quick. For me, I'm putting a little bit on Sterling today because I think his maturity, he's just going to another level where he comes in that conversation with world-class players now. And I think today is a big game where I expect Sterling to show up and deliver what he's been delivering in the past season or two.
Yeah, because there's always a doubted pressure to him going back to Anfield, right? He always gets it from the Liverpool fans.
Yeah, no.
He's lost in battles against, say, James Milner in the past and whatnot. Do you think he's got like a point to prove today, in that sense?
I think he probably wouldn't say that in an interview, but he'll be wanting to deliver. He'll be wanting to, produce the goods. And I've just seen a maturity about him in terms of his game, being a leader in his performance. So I expect him to perform well and really push Liverpool back and ask some questions.
Yeah, this could come to bite me in the backside there, but I don't think he's going to show the standard that he's been showing in recent games because Liverpool are going to make it very hostile coming back to his team, that he left. And De Bruyne is the one that they need to watch out for, really, for me.
Yeah, fair. Sense a little bit of bitterness in your voice there, Jermaine. Left his team.
Yeah, he should have stayed. I know. What he could have gone on and done. But,
he's on the ball now.
Yeah, like Man City on the... They've actually started very well, haven't they? They're like an early...
There we go. Well done, Trent.
Rubbish.
Yeah, see? Look, getting in his head already.
I have to say... He is a good ref. I really respect him as a ref, but I think that's a bad call at the moment. It really was. I'm thinking Sterling ain't really done anything there, but we're in for a really nice, we're in for a really good one today. I'm really excited about this one. I am. I'm feeling really confident.
So you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Mike, do we have more questions from the fans?
Yes, we've got a few. Let's see. So we've got one from Matthew Henry Gang, and we're talking about the Liverpool defence there. He's asking, why can't Joe Gomez get a game at Liverpool right now?
It's a tough one because he is he's strong, he's quick, he's a good defender. He's not made a massive impact in that centre back position. Lovren he has, Matip has, and obviously Virgil's the number one. So probably that's why I think the cup games when he has to play now, if he starts showing his class, it might help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people say he's one of the best young English defenders. Do you think it's just experience that is lack of experience?
Yeah, just a bit of experience.
I mean, when I watched him, maybe it's going back to last season, I thought this looks like the pairing. He was really consistent. And then this season, for whatever reason, he hasn't been able to to just be at that level. And I think he got really comfortable knowing he was like, the partnership was him and Van Dijk. And I think he just sort of dropped. And so when you see him in the cup game, you're thinking, you're supposed to be a leader with some of these young kids coming on, but actually you're not much higher than them. So I think he got very comfortable, complacent with his game performance, and hence, don't panic.
No. I would say that I think his positioning is probably his weakest part. And as a centre-back, it's important, especially when you play against teams like Man City. Oh, Jesus.
Is this playing out the back? This is how you play out the back,
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
See, look, we can still play at the back and whenever on the counter-attack.
Oh, my word. Playing out the back.
Look at this. Henderson charging forward. Love all that. Go on,
Fascinating game.
I have to say, Mane is a player.
Sloppy for Mane.
But I think he is the one that really will sort of drive Liverpool today.
Yeah, so who from a Man City point of view are you most worried about? Are you
most worried about?
Bravo for me.
Good question, because I don't really think of my players in terms of worrying. I'll worry if we had a penalty.
Okay.
That's what I'd worry.
Go on, Bernardo.
Hold on, I'll give you that. Hold on. Handball. Come on, where's my VAR? Come on.
That definitely struck his arm. That definitely struck his arm.
Whose arm was that?
I think
Alexander. It was too close. His whole body's literally right next to each other.
You're going on your left foot. He's going on his left foot.
He's not.
There you go. There you go.
Driving at City.
Oh my God, go on, Angelino. That's
There you go.
Still away.
We got that.
Second
Binho.
Go on, crack it!
Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Oh my gosh! Liverpool are 1-0 up.
This is what I'm talking about!
And
Get in there!
no, Pep is fuming.
How you can be fuming, go to speed.
Oh no, we're looking at VAR about the other penalty decision.
Give me VAR.
Oh, Steve's already! Steve's already!
VAR! Come on, give it me. That's what I was talking about.
Standing in front of it.
Oh, that VAR.
Would this count?
I think they have to bring it back. If they give it a handball, then they have to bring it back, right?
You got to, yeah.
It
just never went out of play.
No, that's surely.
Yeah, VAR.
Go out of play.
Surely they have to give that because usually the handball.
Oh,
No,
that is interesting. That is interesting.
No. Don't even
Oh
go
my God!
there.
If they don't give this,
it was a fantastic goal.
it was a great goal.
Oh, look at that.
Poor defending, though.
Yeah,
Poor
who's out on
defending.
the edge of the box? It's like KDB.
Oh my God!
Don't stop that.
It is a strike, by the way.
If they've given this,
So just trying to explain. Just trying to explain.
Right.
City had opportunity down one end.
Yep.
The ball, we believe, struck Trent's arm, but maybe it was a bit too close to be called a penalty. Liverpool went down the other end. Really, really good play from Mane down there left. The ball's kind of come out to Fabinho, where City probably should have cleared it before, right?
Yeah.
And Fabinho has just walloped it.
It's a goal!
And it's been given as a goal.
It's a goal!
It's a goal.
To be given.
So Liverpool are 1-0 up. Jermaine, talk us through your emotions right
Oh
now.
man, I think I pulled my Achilles.
Get someone.
Klopp. Carry on, mate. This is what we're talking about.
Oh my gosh, that's
This is
exactly what
we
this
needed.
game
7
needed as
minutes.
well.
Liverpool. This is why I come to the show a little 4-4 at the minute, going that way.
Oh, that's bad.
It's ever so quiet over here. Where's Sean gone? In the studio.
My mic's off at the moment. Okay, we gather ourselves. The best time to actually score goals when they're all up like this here.
Yeah.
So we need something in the next 2 minutes.
It was a great goal. I told you, it was a good little counter-attack. And Fabinho, I don't think he's
give me the
best.
foul. There you go. That's all right. See, he wants to hit Sterling, but that's okay. Sterling will get him booked. And we're just going to affect the game that way.
No, it's not a penalty because he's handball off him.
Well, that's
Right. If it came off Silva's hand.
That's his arm. That's his arm. VAR. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I was a supporter of VAR. You're kidding me.
It's his 5 first.
It is not.
Yeah, hit his 5 first. And if you look at Silva's attempt, it came off Silva's arm to go in front.
Go in front.
If City had scored, they would have ruled it out, but they wouldn't have stopped the play.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, what are the comments saying about that?
Nothing too much about
There's a big chance for Man City there. The ball's been swung in. Sterling, I think he should probably hit the target from there. James?
I mean, he was running near post. It looked like it was a decent enough contact, but his position itself...
It was a very good chance, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Look, see?
that is
It came off Silva's hand. So what's
Yeah,
the
but
difference?
that's not a handball. That's why they ruled it out. That's why they ruled it out.
Is that ruled out?
It's a fantastic start to the game, though. Mike,
Hit his arm.
Yeah, people. I mean,
He's
I compose myself, mate.
50-50.
yeah, it's pandemonium in the comments right now. But obviously, we've been speaking about Trent Alexander-Arnold with the possibility of that being a handball. Maybe hasn't had the strongest start to the game himself. Obviously, we know what he can do.
Yeah.
But he has had an excellent season so far.
Yeah.
I think him and De Bruyne have created the most chances in the league. So from right back, that's pretty amazing. And Ahad Noor, friend of myself and James, actually has put in a question. Liverpool fan himself. He says, "Are Trent and Robertson the best fullbacks in the world right now? And if not, who are?"
Great question.
But normally you start thinking about Real Madrid, no. Barcelona, Bayern Munich.
I think what they do as fullbacks, yes. Like you said, the chances they created, Trent especially, he's got more chance of creating than David Bruyne.
Yeah.
Kevin Bruyne, though. So that in itself is a great stat.
Yeah.
So if you're getting more chance of creating than Bruyne, then for me, you're the best right back in the world.
Yeah, when I think about that question, again, I think of Bayern Munich's left back is half decent, but he's not on the level. When I look at Liverpool's two fullbacks, the amount of goals they're assisting with, I can't really think of any fullback
That's
out
the thing,
there.
isn't it? You can't think of many other contenders, can you?
No.
Obviously, top fullbacks out there, but you can't think there's not many you kind of go past them to, would you?
Yeah, Bayern Munich would probably be the closest, but they're using Kimmich as a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
But even still, with Kimmich as a right back, I still think it has to be Liverpool. Like them 3 seasons now, just pure quality football, like both going free kick and defending.
No, it needs to stop.
This is good. This is the third one we've had in a decent area.
Watch this, trouble, De Bruyne, trouble.
Trouble, yeah? You think?
It's called trouble. What's the delivery on this? Now, we all know Liverpool, when they work on these set pieces defensively, right?
Stop showing
We know
us.
that they go back when the ball's being kicked. Normally, teams work that when the kicker is a yard from the ball to deliver it.
Yeah.
So I know we've got a plan on when they're going back.
Yeah.
This is what Pep looks at, the detail like this.
So there's a chance now. Kevin De Bruyne's with.
Great.
Offside. How does Aguero not put that away?
Offside.
Whipped in though.
I've got him in my fantasy as well.
You see how City's deeper? See how City's deeper?
No, it's on.
Would it be he's on
Onside.
So close.
He must have thought the keeper was coming.
Oh, that
What a delivery.
Do you think Aguero thinks he's offside there, and that's why he doesn't go for it?
No, I think he thinks he'll get clattered.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he must have had to keep a glimpse of the keeper. And as a striker, sometimes you think you either got to go and get smashed or you don't go.
Yeah.
And I think he hasn't launched because he thinks keeper's coming.
Yeah.
John Stones at the back post, very close.
I thought he was
as well.
braver than that, to be fair.
Yeah. Is there a better crosser of the ball in the Premier League than Kevin De Bruyne?
I don't
No.
Fantastic, isn't it?
I mean, if you look at players around the world, if there's a dead ball situation in the final third, there's probably no one you want it on more than Kevin De Bruyne. I think he's so good.
That's a left foot.
Lovely ball, that
Trent
is.
just pinged one left foot. Slide him in.
Trent
What are you doing?
Robinson there. Oh, chance! Oh, my gosh, it's 2-0! And he made it!
This is what I'm talking about.
Salah!
Back from the right.
Gosh.
Trent to Robinson. Robinson into cross box to Mane, who's not in my dream team, who Salah scored instead. But I'm over the moon, and it is ever so quiet here for both Man City supporters. You know, I love this. I love this show.
The pass from Trent there to Robinson.
That's a quality pass.
It's not offside. Don't even go for VAR. Get out.
Oh, they might look at it. They might be looking at it.
Look at it.
They might be
What a
looking.
finish. What a finish.
And he
Big
hasn't even
players
been in the game.
Big
Salah.
players
Offside.
come up in big games. And that's what Salah's just look at that finish. Look at that.
Oh, what a
Look, the
what a
little
finish.
Egyptian magician.
So we are being
Great
told that
stuff.
VAR are going to be looking at this.
He's onside. He's onside.
Don't know, though.
Look how Fingers in front. Stones is in front of him.
Come on,
already.
give me them lines, VAR.
Those wiggly lines.
Give me an inch. Come on. He's offside.
Pep does not look happy. He looks fuming. He's got his TK Maxx hat on, mate.
Come on! VAR gets out of here. Oh,
No!
2-0 Liverpool. Oh, Gota, how do you feel right now?
Come on.
Well, listen, sometimes you just got to say a good goal because the switch came from Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
And it looks
Left
as though
foot.
that may be part of the tactics with Liverpool, because City like to press in an area. And that switch allowed Robinson to have that space. So it'll be interesting to see if he continues doing that switch, and then he bums down the left side and he delivers just like Alexander-Arnold. And it was just quality. So sometimes you just got to take your hat off, even though I ain't got a hat on, and just say, good goal.
30 minutes in, what do you think Pep should be trying to change stuff like that? Because if they concede a third, that's it, isn't it? It's done.
City's just got to manage this period now, because right now, City, we can't allow this to go to 3. Because 3 can become 5 with Liverpool because of the attack and the way they play. So I think we're just got to manage this next 15 minutes and just take this thing out of it. When we're in control of the ball and also out of control is what we need to do right now. So you may see me pop behind his settee for a minute or two.
Someone's going to have to feed the goat, mate. Because right now it's starving.
Here we go.
James, I'm trying to be a bit mean here, mate, but how do you think City get back into this? Or do you think they just need to, as Sean says, just kind of keep hold of the ball for a little bit?
At the moment, those 2 goals, I mean, I would have really liked to see either Rodri or Gundogan kind of just outside the box, just to stop that Fabinho goal, but you don't stop that. It was a fantastic goal. The second one, fantastic ball, really hard to stop that whole play in general.
To be fair, there were 2 very, very good goals.
But I mean, I haven't really seen much of Gundogan in this game, and it's quite frustrating. There are some games where he goes missing, and I wouldn't make a change obviously, but if I was to be thinking about changes, maybe looking at that, because although he's been good as a kind of a 6 role this season with our lack of midfielders or midfielders going to centre backs, I think he does struggle sometimes in those more advanced positions. And saying that, he just won the ball really well up the field.
Chance here for City. Silva's on the ball. Bernardo.
Good ball as well. Good ball.
But no, Liverpool just playing just too well at the moment. They're a fantastic team.
They are just a different piece, aren't they, Liverpool? Yeah. They really are. They just so aggressive. You know what I mean? Like
if Liverpool come in January 1 of the season and get a creative midfield as well, you know, it could really push them onto that little bit extra gear, but or a little attack here if you don't.
We've actually got a question about that from Jamie. He said, do City and Liverpool need to dip into the transfer market this
season? Question.
I would say Liverpool maybe just in case of injuries. You know, because it's a long season and they've got a lot of games. They've got a busy schedule in December. So if they get a few injuries and they need some players to replace the players that are injured, or even get someone in creative midfield as well, because we've seen that when Liverpool are at their worst is when Robertson and Trent Arnold can't get forward and teams are nulling that attack. So if we get a little bit some kind of creativity in midfield and Trent and Robertson can't get forward, at least we've got another avenue to score our goals.
Is there like a particular player you think like in that position?
I would love to see Coutinho back. How good would he be in this team right now?
Yeah, he's doing well at Bayern Munich as well, isn't he? He's on fire at the moment.
Well, from City's point of view, centre back. Pep would never admit that. He wouldn't admit that, to say, perhaps he should have went in the market and got a centre back. But also, no one would have thought that we'd have Laporte be out for as long. Normally, you think if you have an injury, perhaps it's 2 or 3 weeks. But you know, we're talking half a season, 3/4 of a season. So that's a huge blow. And the other thing is, you know, Otamendi, we called him the general. He was really consistent, but he's just really couldn't, you know, his performances. Sometimes you're thinking, why are you diving in?
Makes mistakes, don't he?
He goes to full weight.
Suspect.
And so Stones' problem is every now and again, every 7th game, 6th game, he comes out with the ball and he gives the ball to the opposition, and they hurt us. And you think if he can get that out of his game, then, you know, he's a quality player. But for me, centre back.
I mean, Stones has had his own injury problems this season as well, hasn't he? So, but obviously, Liverpool have got quite a busy period coming up, and Mark Caldwell's just been on Twitter as well, saying that should Liverpool start rotating the squad now, considering the December kind of fixture pile-up they've got? Obviously, the Club World Cup coming up as well. Don't know what you guys think about that.
I want to say rotating. Obviously, we've got he's going to put out a weak team for sure against Villa in the Carabao Cup. Offside.
You've got like 2 separate squads. Or something.
Yeah, we're going to have the kids playing and that, and taking the full team to away. But about rotating, I think some players can come in now and we've shown can do a fantastic job. Oxlade-Chamberlain. So if you want to rest some of the midfielders, you know you can bring him. He'll give you the work rate. He'll give you goals. Lallana. So Milner, who you can put him in. You put him in goal. He'll give you something. So they've got players who they can rotate with. So and I've shown of playing 90 minutes or starting do perform well as well.
Yeah, fair play. But obviously, like Klopp was moaning a little bit about the kind of fixture pile up and the timing of the Club World Cup and everything. Do you think he's got do you think he's justified in
100%.
being annoyed about that?
100%. Surely the league can understand you've got a game in a different continent and then you want to play the next day. Surely you can say, right, we'll move this around to fit everyone's schedule. Yeah. It's kind of common sense. So it's only the league, the competition that are suffering now because they're going to be playing a weaker team. So instead of having a Liverpool in the final, you might have an Aston Villa in the final. No disrespect, but if you want to have your competition as a high competition, you need to have the best teams in there.
Yeah, for sure. It's not the first time it's happened as well. I think it was when Man United won the Champions League back in '99. They had to pull out of the FA Cup altogether to play the Club World Cup. So, it's not the first time, but you thought they would have been able to change something around.
For the future, they should change it.
Yeah.
And
nervous.
I can hear the Anfield lot just making the mark on the game now, and Liverpool taking control up.
Yeah, this is a period the City have to stay in the game. They just really have to stay in it. Again, even though they're not in possession, not allowed great situations, sort of if it's tackles or second balls, because the momentum is built up from that. And then you start hearing, they start singing, and you never walk alone and all that. You start hearing all that nonsense. So it's just important to manage this period right now, City's point of view.
Do you think City have had less possession than you would have expected, like in the first?
I would say than I was expected. I would have thought. I'm surprised we had as much as we did in the first 10 minutes. But Liverpool look extremely comfortable right now.
Looking
as
very
they should do 2-0 up in the first 20 minutes.
Just couldn't get it from under his feet. Tried to go far post, just couldn't get it out. Is it a corner?
I don't think so, no.
There's a corner too.
Came off
where we're weakest as well. We're really bad at set pieces.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Is it?
Deliberate. It's big Virgil.
Fine.
Does Rodri that one day? Yeah.
Lost the screen.
Overload far post.
No, Trent.
They look a bit desperate at the moment.
Oh, trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Is that Aguero?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just good defending, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not.
Close him down. Get closer.
Here he is.
Send him back. Well done, Lovren. What about Lovren, mate? There he's
been decent so far. So far.
Oh, what a tackle. Take a yellow. Take a yellow.
No, it's just
Don't be putting your hand talking about.
First one.
No, first one. So that's like you could break my leg because it's your first one.
No, he wanted to take ankle. Okay, just a little tick of the ankle. We're all right.
No, you see Fernandinho, come on.
Yeah.
He's broke up the play there. It's a good foul from his
to his Brazilian mates. Right, yeah, I'll see you next week. Yeah. What flight you on? Yeah, I'm on the same one.
Okay, so we're about to go to a price boost. So if you think that Man City can get back into it, for them to win 3-2, it was 12-1. It's now 14-1. Odds accurate at the time of recording and are subject to change. See skybet.com for latest odds. You have to be 18 or over to participate.
Shoot.
I'd definitely fancy that. Do you?
I don't know.
If we
Not
come
at
back
this
from
stage.
this, it'll be one of the best games in Premier League history.
I love that.
See that set piece?
Sterling.
Oh, yeah, see ya. Bye.
Here we go.
Good work for Sterling,
Big
though.
Virgil.
Very good work.
See, I'm going to talk a little tactics right there. They know Liverpool are really good on free kicks, defensive free kicks, because they all go when the ball's being delivered.
Yeah.
And so what he did was a square pass so they can go back, and then it got delivered in. So a bit of tactics.
God, that's why we don't need to worry about.
Go on,
So many players defend.
Oh, now we're counter-attack.
This is exactly where Liverpool won it, on the counter-attack.
It doesn't matter if it's on his left foot.
Go on, Angelino.
It does matter if it's on his left foot.
Yeah, it does.
I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. It's a good first 23 minutes from Liverpool.
Do you think Man City? Do you think they're? I feel like City's big players haven't really started playing, other than a few little nice little balls in from Kevin like De Bruyne. At least they're playing away. I think they have to get something out of this game.
Yeah, they do, but I don't think Liverpool have let them play.
Okay.
As you can see, look, they're not letting them play.
Yeah.
They're just closing everything down.
Stones,
Stones, that's very cash.
There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. This is called why the game's the beautiful game. Stuff like that. Hey?
I can't believe that Giovanni hasn't done his si, senor.
Yeah.
I can have done it. It's
getting mate. Come 40, maybe that's like 2-0. You'll hear it, folks.
What's that?
Nice.
Lovely.
Great play.
Oh, look at this play.
Angelique.
Look at this stuff.
Look at this stuff.
That's why we better from Man City. Much better from Man City there.
Well, as we just said, that City's best players have not been showing up, and the Grower shows a little bit of magic.
Yeah.
You cannot let him cut in.
There we go.
Yeah, that was
He
the
will
first
bend
shot
in
on
that
target for
ball.
Man City there, but
He will bend it in the corner there.
24 minutes in.
That's that free kick. That ball. Well done, Mane.
It's done well there.
Just get it out. Clear it. Clear your eyes.
You gonna do that whole game?
No.
Stones.
Just for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, just get a breather.
I'm gonna pin you back now. You're not gonna see the other half. You got your goals. I'm in the game now. I'm in the game now.
It's lovely.
It's a great ball.
You got me upset now. Here we go.
Yes.
So you better start your double up. See ya. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh, he's brave.
You can't run Walker. You may be Mane, but you cannot run Walker.
It's almost like this is where Liverpool want it, right? They want to be able to run them on like the counter, right? Because they're just so potent.
Free kick. Love all that.
Them free up front.
Love all that. You know, that's great professional. So buy your team.
Yeah.
You buy your team some time there. Go down if you little touch on the back.
Yeah.
Take the pressure out of the game. Take that little sting out.
Good save from Alisson.
Yeah, much better from us there.
Yeah.
Actual clear, concise attack, getting the shot from goal. Kind of hopefully a little bit more confidence for Aguero and Bernardo than not.
Mike,
There will be moments in this game where both teams have the upper hand, you know, and have chances, and so you know, City are not out of it because both are going to have the quality that they've got. They both are going to have chances.
Yeah.
And moments in the game where you know, they're on pressure. Come inside.
No, I'm on that left foot. There you go. Right on Sterling.
Oh
No, he stopped it 1-2. Nobody all wide.
There was no on the left there, was there?
Punch him.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Best bit of skill we've seen all day, though.
That tackle?
Lovely little cross.
Mike, we've got any more questions?
We've got one question just come in from Daniel Rigby. We've already spoken about him already. We've already spoken about how good he is creatively. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Would you shift him into midfield to play Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the England setup?
Oh, that's a very good question.
At right back.
Oh no.
Chance of Liverpool.
Oh, Firmino, come on, si, senor.
Wow. You're just talking about put him in midfield.
Yeah.
He's delivered a pass, I think a 50-yard pass, and that was such quality. It was like a midfielder's pass.
Because he is a midfielder originally. He was a midfielder originally.
Yeah. So he's a quality player. He's really confident right now. So we just need to get at him, expose some of his frailties as a defender, and then just bring his confidence down a touch.
Yeah, sure. But in terms of like the England setup, obviously you've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a very quality right back as well, more defensive right back in some ways, or at least that's where his specialities lie.
Yeah.
Would you, if you were Gareth Southgate, would you consider putting Trent into the midfield instead?
And who's in midfield better than Wan-Bissaka? Maddison's better than Wan-Bissaka.
But we're talking about like Trent going into the midfield rather than Wan-Bissaka.
Because
current midfielders, I don't think so.
Yeah, the current midfielders and Trent it's different. So I prefer Trent on the right.
Yeah.
Than him playing in the centre of the midfield. So no.
I would agree there. I would say square peg, square hole.
Yeah.
Trent is the best fullback, then play him there because you got the quality of midfielders.
Yeah.
And then you're asking him to be a midfielder. He used to be, but we haven't seen him play there.
Yeah.
So we're assuming that he'll just go and perform exceptionally well.
Oh, it's a perfect ball.
That's a lovely.
He's missed control.
There we go.
No,
Nutmeg.
Still got it.
Sterling getting a few cheers from the Anfield crowd there.
Yeah, we all know. It's all right. It's all right.
I guess like one of the things you've got is like Man City. you know, don't get me wrong, they've still got a very good bench, but it's not as strong as it has been in the past couple of years, has it? You know, they've always been so strong with their kind of in strength and depth, like, you know.
Yeah,
Do you think that might be a factor today?
I didn't. I'm so confident in the starting 11. I didn't even observe the bench. I'd have to have a look, but
David Silva's on there, isn't
David Silva.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
Jesus, you know, can come on and get goals.
Yeah.
He's proven prolific goal scorer for Man. Go on.
They've got Angelino. Angelino.
Almost.
What's happened?
This Angelino Hitman computer Xbox guy.
Such a good pass.
He had the post. He has hit the post.
Yeah.
Deflected though.
When they come to him, I didn't really fancy it because it was on his left foot and the angle. But I didn't realise it was that close.
This is much better.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, great.
Oh,
I love that, Alisson. That's a great clearance.
Yeah.
watch this ball. Watch
Straight
this
back
ball.
again.
What? Oh.
Got the ball.
Yeah.
Watch this ball. Oh, yes, back there.
Oh, we've got him on his back foot now.
I tell you what, it's 2-0, but I'm still nervous.
Yeah, this is much better from City.
Stone's still up there.
Go on. Dig. Oh, he's offside.
And breathe.
This is much better from Man City point of view, isn't it, James?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see the relentless attacks coming, that we're used to it. The De Bruyne is getting his very decent passes in. I mean, there seems to be more confident. The fact that John Stone stayed up for that second phase attack shows that his head hasn't dropped like I was, hoping it wouldn't. But, I mean, the worrying thing is we could attack as much as we want. We could keep going for this half and the next, but it's the counter-attacks that always seem to get us. That, at the back of my mind, that Liverpool would be the worst team for that to happen. If they counter-attack us, it's pretty much a nailed-on goal. So, yeah, every time we attack, it's great. I'm glad that the team will get more confident and
the counter-attacks
chance.
right
I love
now.
that the counter-attacks come. They come fast from Liverpool.
Back stick.
Jordan Henderson back. Oh,
That's fine. It's fine.
There we go. We don't kick it up the field. We pass it out. You see that?
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go.
And then you give it away. That's all right. Carry on doing
The commentator's curse there.
You know what? We're seeing this diagonal ball. This is the third time he's knocked that ball. I could see now that's a tactic that's Liverpool. Right back to full-back. And then once he's around that final third, we know the quality that he's able to deliver. So I'm sure that'll be something that we spoke about Pep at half-time, saying we can't allow him to hit that diagonal ball. Yeah.
So is that more that City needs to get closer to like the passer or get closer to the person the player's actually going to be receiving the ball?
I think it's getting closer and it's saying if you're going to pass this ball anywhere, it is not going to be diagonal.
Yeah. That is where all the danger's coming, isn't it?
Yeah, because he also offers that quality when he gets in the final third.
But like you see there, you saw Silva drop back so deep, came back as a right back.
Yeah.
So that's what they'll have to do. They'll have to get Silva, when Trent's got that ball, bring Silva all the way back to nullify that long diag. And it just stood there and Silva caught it out.
It's a great pass. Good Angelino. First time.
Good ball.
Really impressive.
Yeah, he looks an extremely very good player.
It doesn't look like he's been beaten too many times because the majority of Liverpool attacks have come down that left-hand side, so it seems that he's doing a decent enough job defensively. But attack, he's looked decent. He's put a few good crosses in and obviously had that shot a moment ago.
I think part of his strength, his strength is going forward. Evangelino, if Mane was on his side, I think he'll be exposed because Mane will go down the line.
Yeah.
And with him coming inside, then Rodri's able to see him and try to deal with that. And I think that's why we haven't seen him being beaten, essentially, because Salah will come inside.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll see her.
He's been pushed.
This is an overlap situation, but...
Oh, God, there we go.
This is what you want to see. You want to see Salah and Fernandinho. He is one who will stick a leg out. Think.
No chance.
Can't score again.
Relax.
You can't score again. Can't score again. That's the stream's over. Might as well go home.
Look, there's all...
Oh, it's all kicking off in the Man City camp. Carl Walker, John Stones having a tear at each other.
Shouting at John Stones, they're doing his job. So, Liverpool are unsettling the camp there. A little bit of rift in the defence. Nice.
Just a bit of communication, that's all. He hasn't heard him. He says, listen, he's just got to get tight with him, that's all. Just being assertive in the communication.
So it is a corner to Liverpool. 20 minutes, minutes to go to half-time. Right? I've been doing math, don't I?
Oh my goodness.
And it's
great
come to
ball
nothing.
in from Robinson. Came off.
Heart rate
Looks like it
monitors
came
on
off
this guy.
Lovren's cheek. I mean, it's got a bit of chalk on his face.
Yeah.
You need to get a heart rate monitor on you.
You're not wrong.
Mike, do we have any questions from any
We
fans?
do. We've got a few coming in, one of which has come from Joe Avery, and he has asked, I guess this is for Sean and Jermaine, if you could take a player from the other side, which one would improve your side, mate?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah?
Only player I'm taking.
Oh, Van Dijk.
Van Dijk,
Yeah. My situation is done about.
Sterling.
I guess
Done him again.
Sars?
Yes. Done him again. It's got the beating of him. He's saying, don't be doing that.
Push me.
He's pushed him. He's probably pushed him.
Yeah.
And he knows he could injure him with the afters.
Two like England colleagues there.
Yeah.
So let's.
He's probably given him a nudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
It's a bit,
Yeah.
a little bit like silly, wasn't it?
You've got to protect yourself, haven't you, really? You're protecting yourself. So you're like, whoa, I'm not going in there. The train, that's car's coming, you go first, so I'll look after myself. He's just protecting himself, that's all.
Were there any, when you two were playing, were there any particular players
what
that
he
you
said.
didn't want to be in a situation like that with? Any, like, fullbacks who could just
Most
completely put
fullbacks.
you... Yeah.
Most fullbacks, would do that. And
Well, if I was wide, it'd be a nosebleed, so...
Fullback tip.
Oh, not very safe.
Safe as houses.
I do remember one former player saying that getting a cross blocked by Antonio Valencia was like being...
He's onside. Solid
Chance
down,
now for
down the
Liverpool.
wing now.
That's all right. He ain't got
He's got a bit of space.
He hasn't. He has.
We need a player.
He has.
Firmino for, oh!
Stand up.
Oh, Firmino. Whoa. Si, senor.
So just going back to players that you take from opposing teams. So obviously you said Kevin De Bruyne. You wouldn't take Sterling back?
No, because I wouldn't like.
Think about it.
He's a great player and a great addition to any squad. But I wouldn't like to unsettle Firmino, Mane, and Salah. That relationship that they've got going. Wouldn't like to unsettle that. So the only one I'd take would be Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Maybe for a Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
Jordan Henderson works his socks off and is defensively as well. So definitely Kevin De Bruyne for me.
Well, I said it earlier, but Van Dijk is such quality. I was really upset that we missed out, that we really didn't go full pelt for Van Dijk, because even when he was at Southampton, I seen him come to the Etihad and I seen him hit these 50-yard balls and thought, wow, what a player. No one was running him, no one was doing him in one-on-ones, and he's just going from strength to strength. And so, he'll be a player that I think anyone will snap up.
The thing I was most annoyed about when we didn't get Van Dijk is just not being able to see him and company line up together, because no one would ever get past him.
Do you think, though, the fact that Company was still at City at the time, do you think that was maybe a factor in them not... Because obviously Company's been fairly missed since he's left.
Yeah. I think the fact that Van Dijk has come in and pretty much nailed on that kind of captaincy would have done a lot for City right now. I think we do lack, well, obviously I'm not there behind the scenes, but we do seem to lack that kind of grit, or somebody just to kind of, get someone by the scruff of the neck and tell them they're doing a job wrong or something like that. There's a leadership, I wouldn't say issue, because we do have leaders of the group, but we're not one defined leader who will, and it's like last season, Company, he wasn't playing that many games, but we saw it with like John Terry. Just having a person there of that kind of character does a lot for a team. I do think it will come, I wouldn't say to bite us this season, but you can see that it's missed anyway.
But they're like leaders in the dressing room, innit? Not even on the field. It's like in the dressing room and saying, hey, just cheering guys up. We've got to sort ourselves out. Like, you could imagine in this game, City being 2 down and Company being in the dressing room. And be rattling around, getting a few at it.
Look at this from Trent.
That's Trent all the way.
Oh, my God.
Fantastic piece of skill. Good save.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's Firmino. Trent is...
Calm down.
It was a great ball from Alisson under pressure from De Bruyne.
They still got it. Lovely Walker.
Good defending.
But just...
No way!
That's my foul.
It's always going to give that, isn't he?
Yeah.
It was a fantastic piece of skill from Trent over on the right. He just
was
brought the ball up from the sky.
Thing for him at 100 miles an hour.
that touch.
Flipped it out of the sky.
Yeah.
Right, and then great dribble into the box. Laid in Firmino, got his shot off.
So good.
Bravo spilled it, but there's no players running in.
Yeah.
How old is he? Is he 19? Or is he 20?
He's 20.
20 now, isn't he?
Well,
20.
he's playing like he's
Yeah.
29. He's
Playing
experienced.
like he's a veteran.
That was a veteran run. It was quality. He was experienced, driving forward. He's really risen to this game. You would think him being one of the younger players that
Oh
perhaps
my
it
God.
would be as on it. But he's-
Sterling winning headers. He's 4 foot.
That's very true. Yeah, it's pretty true.
No, you had to pass her.
So Trent is 21.
One of them.
Yeah, Trent.
That's what I
He's got such a good career ahead of him.
I think that's one of the things that Klopp's been is that every player has definitely improved, haven't they? Like,
Yeah.
under kind of Klopp. It's
People
like-
are saying it all about Pep.
Go on, have a go.
have it.
Have a go.
People saying about Pep, oh, look what he's done for Sterling, but then you've got to look what Klopp's doing for players like Trent and all the other players that have
Every player's
improved
gone up.
massively, yeah.
It's good. Mike, got any questions?
Yeah, one just come in from Joe Donaldson. He's talking about Pep Guardiola. Does he need to win the Champions League with Man City for his kind of time at the Etihad to be considered successful?
To be
I
successful.
wouldn't say successful, but it is something that he needs to, well, he needs to, but he wants to win, and, hopefully, that's one thing that's missing to complete his era at Man City, not winning Champions League and winning the league so many times. He's done it with Barcelona, done it with Munich, and I'm sure he want to do it with Man City. So that's something definitely on his radar.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he hasn't made a final since 2011, has he? So.
Yeah, listen, he's been a success. For one thing, he's made City become that competitive team in the Premier League to start off with. To be up there challenging number 1, number 2. Winning it back to back. Next phase now is. Hold on. Friend and
Salah.
Oh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. That's like a girl. You know that, right? Salah's injured. You're in trouble.
That's right, because we've got.
Yep. He's injured. It's over. It's a wrap. You better put on 40 defenders now. It's over. Your game's done.
Divock Origi, it's all right. What a legend he is. You know what he can do.
Yeah.
There you go. Then.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm confident he's all right. Look, he's all right. He's all right.
So, what was actually what happened? Was
It's
he
just a
was it
tackle.
like his heel?
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Was it like, yeah, the back.
He landed.
This stat for you.
Oh, here we go.
I've got a stat for you. Last time City were losing 2-0 in the first half of a game, they went on to lose it 4-2 against Leicester 3 years ago. Is that ominous?
I don't know if.
Rubbish stat.
Yeah. I do think stuff like that. It's the fact it was so long ago should bode well.
Absolute rocket. Oh, sorry.
It is.
The thing is, though, this is Liverpool. This is a team that will tear any team, including us, apart on their day. And I don't know. I can see us getting back into it, but.
I think. Well, just looking at this, just like obviously, just as long as Mo Salah's fine, like it's been the perfect half for Liverpool, hasn't it? They couldn't have done much more, could they?
Yeah,
Like the 2-0 lead
Man
and-
City haven't really caused too many problems. I've had a few sniffs here and there, but nothing to, make me jump out of my seat. And Liverpool have scored 2 great goals and looking like they can score more. So it's a great start for Liverpool.
Oh,
But like I
chance
said,
now
you
for
can never
City.
rule
Kevin
Man
De
City.
Bruyne. Go on. It's a big chance for City.
It's you.
I'll have a drag of that, please. Rubbed it wide of the post. That's what I want to see.
Do you know, at this moment in time, because Sergio hasn't scored in 7 games, visits there. His mental thing saying, okay, I need another one. But you have.
I mean, it's told Sergio has not scored in 10 appearances at Anfield.
Oh, that's doing him a favour
In
there.
all competitions, still 10.
That's doing
A
him a
lot for
favour.
a striker of his calibre. It's surprising.
Yeah.
That was well won there by Bernardo.
I mean, City haven't won here since.
Go on.
It's the days you were playing for them, Sean, right?
Well,
It's
you
like
want to raise that point. So. The real life plays, and now can follow. They were like, listen, go to the bench. We've got to do it today. We've got to do it
the
today.
guy's coming on, right?
That's it. So I played my part.
Was that with Kevin Keegan? Was it?
Yes, Kevin Keegan. Yes, that was you score 4, we'll score 6. Yeah, it was unbelievable in the management, and now it was some. Those were the good days. before the bad days. Well, after the bad days, when I first went. Yeah, there were some low days, eh? You don't know about those days.
I don't know about the low days, you know. It's always fun times at Liverpool. It's never been low for me.
Well, you experienced it later on today.
No. At the minute, I'm very high. So let's not talk about that now. I've got 40, how many minutes left? Probably 5 minutes. 3 minutes plus stoppage. Going at half time, 2-0 up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, as a Liverpool fan, you're going to be over the moon, aren't you?
Since 2003, wow.
Some time.
So, Sean, what will like Pep be getting ready to say to the players at half time now?
Well, can we do better, lads?
Just for a moment, I thought
a lot better.
Was it ever going to be speechless? I thought it was the first time.
Yeah, well, first of all, Trent Alexander, you have to respect his delivery.
Yeah.
So we have to get on and around him, wherever he is on the pitch, because he hits these big diagonal balls from deep. When he's in the final third, he's got that quality. So we have to have a game plan that allows us to nullify his game. I think we need to get De Bruyne a bit more in the game, Sterling a bit more in the game. There's a few players we need to get in the game.
Oh, money!
What a
one-on-one. It's going to be one of that. Oh, book him.
That's not a booking.
Definitely used to yellow, I think.
No, that's well done. See,
That's his first one. It's his first one.
He said, "I'll see you in the flight."
Yeah. He said, that's why I didn't go through you, because you know we share rooms.
I thought it probably was, you know.
Could have been bad.
He didn't. He slightly pulled out a bit.
I think he's got very lucky there that it was.
So you got the laughing.
I think Fabinho did him a favour.
I get a thing out. We got nose closer.
Fabinho's accepted it because he said, "I just scored a screamer, mate." Yeah.
So we're about a minute before half time now. I think it's definitely been Liverpool's half. That's pretty undeniable, isn't it, Jamo?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's all right. I mean, last time I was on here, we lost to Wolves, so I might not come back on here.
I'm coming on every time Liverpool.
I was thinking it was me. I won last time I came here.
Oh, good save.
There you go. Bravo.
Good save. There's a bit Cameron. Bravo.
That's what we needed. We needed it. Now he's in the game. His confidence is there. We're good.
I don't think there's a lot of confidence issues with Bravo. If he does lose his head, he can really have.
I think to be fair to him, he wasn't really at fault to any of the goals, was he? I don't think he could have. I don't think he'd done much with a Fabinho one. It was a really good header from Mo Salah. It's not you say that they were kind of he's like errors, would you?
Yeah, no, but I mean, with the previous games he's had, especially in the Champions League, he hasn't. Let's just say he gives nerves to City fans, especially when he. It's unfortunate because when we brought him. You know, he was at the time the kind of perfect Pep goalkeeper. He could play with his feet. And unfortunately, I don't know why, it just hasn't exactly worked out the way he or Pep would have wanted. Yeah. But, I mean, he did prove himself in, I think it was the Carabao Cup last season.
Yeah, it was good.
He was fantastic then, so...
Away.
I mean, we'll just have to hopefully...
City at the back.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have so many players injured.
Yeah.
Get out.
So many important players as well. You forget that Sane should be Sane's gone for the whole season as well. Like...
Yeah, with 5 or 6 injuries.
I would love to see us, like, hopefully by the time this comes round at the Etihad, both teams are in full strength. Because I want to see both teams full strength.
Yeah.
I don't. I hope you as you are, and we are full strength. Yeah, correct.
But you see, obviously, like the financial clout that City have. Why do you think it didn't go into like like the summer and just bring like another sentence and a half in? Because the things you look at, it's not even like you're saying he's giving like some experience to some of the younger players, has he? You know, especially not a centre half.
We've got two quite highly rated youngsters in Garcia and Harvard.
Yeah, the game though, have they? Really?
And I mean, when this happened, a lot of City fans were going, "Okay, we're finally going to get to see him." You can see the reception when Foden, comes on the pitch. It just gives the crowd a boost, even if nothing's really happening.
Chance for half-time, Aguero, can hit the target. No, it's safe.
But yeah, we thought it was an opportunity to see them, and obviously he's brought Rodri and then Fernandinho back into it as well, so it's a bit frustrating. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually dip into the market, but...
It's half-time.
Yeah.
Liverpool definitely happy at a 2, would you say, Jay?
I'm very happy, mate.
Just like about right, yeah?
Just you know...
quiet. Sean, are we going to see the Poznan?
Listen, we're going to see. We are going to see. But Pep, this is why Pep is... the best manager, and we're going to see some adjustments in the second half, and we're just going to go, wow. Got my fingers crossed, my feet crossed. Everything's crossed.
I think it is. I don't think anyone's questioning Pep, but this is a big 15 minutes for him, isn't it?
It is. It is. The one thing I've seen again is Trent Alexander's the delivery from even deep, whether it's a diagonal ball or down the side, and when he's in the final third, that has to be nullified in some way. And some way we need to push him back so that we're not getting him doing his offensive stuff. That's a key point for me. I think we need to get De Bruyne on the ball in the final third a bit more. Sergio's in the game, but we're not getting him where he's got 2 yards on the defender to get that shot. So, and we could probably do Sterling a little bit more in the final third. He's had the beating of Trent, but just unable to really have that quality pass.
Do you think they need to get Sergio against Lovren a bit more? He hasn't really been able to get to kind of actually get after him, has he? Really, you know, I think he's kind of protected quite well there.
Well, for me, when I played, you know, I'd pick the centre back and say, right, this is the easy one. I'm going to play on him. And if you're really on your game, it didn't matter who you played against. So, you know, I would imagine at times, Sergio is such a quality player. He wouldn't be thinking, I'll go on. He'll be thinking.
So I'm just watching the Man City penalty claim.
This is a good time to go get a coffee or tea.
It did come off Silva's arm. It came off Silva's hand first and then went on to Trent Alexander's hand. So, you know, do you pull it back for the City's one, or do you just null it out and say, that was a foul, that's foul, play on?
I think, as we were looking at it, the most frustrating thing I found watching that back is Angelino. So there's I can't remember which City player actually cleared it, but there's Angelino and a City player ready to clear it. They clear it not far enough outside the box.
Yes.
And Angelino, instead of attacking that ball straight away, I don't know if there's inexperience, he tries to move back into his left-back position. So instead of attacking that ball and just making sure there's a player or a block coming in, he's moved to the left, allowing Fabinho that clear shot, you know, sight of goal. And watching it, it's unfortunate to see because he's had a great game, but yeah, it's...
in all fairness, Mike, 1 minute, sorry, Trey. In more fairness, I would give Fabinho that line of goal every single time of the week. And for him to strike it that purely and go in is, you know...
1 in 15.
The chances are very, very slim.
I was just going to say, your analysis and breakdown of that, I was going to say, how many years have you played? Because you're absolutely spot on. The detail that you spoke about, the fact that he started to do 2-3 yards and go in his position and allow Fabinho that extra second that allows him to sort his feet out and get that quality strike. And that's the fine details that allows, you know, Liverpool to be up 2 goals and with a beautiful strike.
Which I have no interest in talking about. Man City's fault.
Okay, I think we're going to look at a few match stats from the first half.
Company looks excited.
So more like obviously the big one there's the goals. It is 2-0. But like the possession stats there, that's actually quite interesting. You don't see many teams out possession. Is that even a word? Like Liverpool at like Anfield.
No.
9 attempts from City. There's only 2 on target. That definitely needs to change in the second half if they're going to get back into it. Obviously they've had a lot of corners. They haven't really done much with them, have they? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think with the stats are showing there 9 attempts, only 2 on target. So Pep will be saying those numbers will be coming into him. He'll be coming into him saying, listen, we've had 9 attempts, but just poor on the execution of hitting the target. So he'll be saying, listen, when we get these opportunities, we're scuffing them, we're not connecting right, whatever it is. We need to be working the keeper, because if we get that up to 60%, those will turn into goals. Those will turn into goals. So I think that'll be an important part of his team talk for the second half. What do you reckon Klopp will be saying?
He's going to say, lads, absolutely fantastic. We're having a day off tomorrow. If you get this result, 2 days off tomorrow, international break. The players are not takes off to Dubai. That's what Klopp's saying. No, all jokes aside, he's going to be thrilled to bits. Did he ever think he was going to be going 2-0 half time? Probably not. So he's saying to his boys, look, well done. The grit, the fight, the passion. What I'm seeing now there is fantastic. Maintain that work rate in the second half, and City will have to come out of the blocks, and they will have to push forward. They will leave gaps and spaces, so we can explore that. Keep it tight. First 15 minutes. Do not be sloppy and give anything away.
Mike, I think we've got one more question.
Yeah, we've got a question just come in from Dhruv Chawla. He's saying, Would you take, if you were Pep Guardiola, would you take Aguero off? He seems to be obsessed with breaking his Anfield duck. So, well, at least Drew is thinking he's shooting perhaps when he could be teeing someone else up. Would you take him off? Would you bring Jesus on in his place?
Well, that's a brave decision, you know, because if you need goals, you don't take off your leading goal scorer. You don't take off your Premier League leading scorer. You don't. So I couldn't agree with that. I couldn't be taking Aguero off at half-time.
No, I think he made me bring like Jesus on and maybe give him a bit more support.
Thing is, when Jesus plays with him, he normally plays him wide, and he won't be as effective as a Sterling will be. He'll give you more work rate off the ball, but he wouldn't be as effective. He needs to be down the middle. So it has to be a brave decision to say, I'm either sticking with Aguero or I'm going to take Aguero off and put Jesus up the middle. I could, if it continues as is, potentially see that in the last 15, just out of, oh, I got to try something different.
Yeah.
And I think Aguero would be upset with that, but he'd also be thinking, if he's had 3-4 chances, he'll think it's not my day because I haven't worked keeper.
I think after the first 15, 20 minutes, if it's still 2-0, I think Jesus will come on for Aguero.
Okay. Well, we've got a lovely little feature now. It's Pep Guardiola talking about how this rivalry has become a rivalry and some of the great fixtures that Man City and Liverpool had over the last couple of years.
That 5-0 win for you against Liverpool, do you feel it set the tone for what happened in the season that you got 100 points?
Yeah, I was in the game in the beginning of the season, when the previous season our home games against the contenders was not best results, not top results. We lost against Chelsea, Tottenham draw. And we spoke about that. If you want to be contender until the end to win the Premier League, against contenders at home, you have to win it.
Do you feel Liverpool were starting to show themselves as real contenders that season, or in that game maybe in particular?
I never had doubt.
Yeah.
When Jurgen took over, I thought sooner or later it's going to, to be a contender. And when we saw the team, and especially the players up front, the energy what they have, and they spent maybe 2-3 years to build this team. But we knew it. We knew it when we play at home and we beat them. When we lost there, how good team they are. It happened many things in this round. Yeah. And not just at home, away as well. Okay. So many situations that happen, and in many situations the goals and things. But it's the past, so it would be easy for me to say what would have happened after the disallowed goal before the halftime, because maybe the second half they beat us. Like, it was 2 or 3 more goals. So I never know. It's happened what happened. I know exactly what happened in both games, in the right decisions, in the goals disallowed, not just here, there, and many situations, but it's the past. The only chance we have is win the game to keep alive our chance to be champion, to make back-to-back. And we played not exceptional, but we played incredible hard, and in duels, and we were incredibly aggressive.
What followed after that was an incredible run-in with both teams going toe-to-toe. Can you tell me about the strength and character your players showed to not drop an inch in that run-in?
Well, I think both teams knew it. When 15, I think, games left, or 40 or 10 games left, that if we drop 1 point, we're not going to win. So we played this incredible last 2 months, month and a half, knowing in every play at home away, if we don't win, we are not going to, to win the Premier League, the back-to-back. That's why one of the most incredible achievements, and mentally in the strength, when the people say the team is not strong enough, the people say stupid things because they don't know exactly. When a team do what they have done after 100 points and maintain 14 games in a row against that rival and win again back-to-back in this league, in the Premier League, that is incredible. I think the managers, we can show our quality through our teams. So if I could say incredible things from Jurgen, because I believe in that, but the thing is their team. So you see their team and said, oh, the team is good, the manager is good, this is the best way. Sometimes we should not go to the press conference to talk about, after the game, to talk about the game we played before. So if we want to talk, so we show them. So our teams are the expression as we are as a manager. So it's simple, and I think Jurgen, all his career here in Germany, it was outstanding. I think this kind of trainers helps a lot to make our job, our football, in a better place to live, or a better place to enjoy. So it's honest. Their teams try to attack to win the games and never speculate in the result, and that's why when managers like him always are involved in football is a beautiful game.
So obviously this is a massive fixture. Do you think it will come to the point where it's as good for like the neutral as like, you know, the old like Aston, Man United, or like the United, Chelsea kind of fixtures? Like, you know, do you think it will come to that? Is it as both teams continue to be as good as they are? Or?
Yes, I think the neutral fan is loving this. They're loving the fact that, you know, City's in a position where we need to get a win. We need to close the gap. Liverpool's got 2 goals. You know, Jermaine's over there singing, you know, Never Walk Alone and all this type of nonsense. For the neutral, it's brilliant because it really brings about an exciting second half as well.
Yeah.
Can play now. We do have to address the Arsenal game yesterday, and Mark has asked. Mark has asked, who would you like as Arsenal manager if Unai was to go?
So is it like a realistic option?
Yeah, or dream manager.
I'd really like the Ajax manager. I like what he's done with that very young team. At this stage, I'd take anyone but Unai, to be honest.
How about the captain?
Like
happy with your captain?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I, you know, even the fact that you are my guy to go and get me Champions League football again. Not this like 5 people sitting. For me, I don't agree. Even the way that the players, I feel like there's not the level of respect to manager that a player should have for their manager.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's almost like no matter what job you have, you need to be able to at least have a level of respect for your manager, and I just don't think it's there. But
I'm sitting there thinking, like, we're in the team, and they go, so Sean, who you want for captain? Oh, my mate Jamie, yeah. Jamie, you're my captain, yeah.
like outside influences and all the noise surrounding Arsenal, as players, we take note of it.
Yeah.
If I'm at a team and a manager's getting slated and is he going to be going, he should be gone, and the team's not performing this, as players, you do take it on board, and it does circle around in your mind, and then, you know, that respect for your manager, then you start to be one of them outside influencers thinking, do you know, we need a new manager. And then he starts, it's just, at the minute, I think there's a lot of toxicity going on at Arsenal, and it just needs a good little clean out and restructure it and start from the bottom.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, because even the way he handled, like, the Mesut Ozil situation, he's arguably, like, he should be playing every week, and the way that he kind of put him out in the cold, now he realised that we got zero creativity, so now we try and bring him in. I think the thing is that over the words of Wenger never once come on. I backed him completely, and I was actually gutted when he actually was kind of like moved on, kind of thing. But we're nowhere near any better than in the post kind of Wenger days now. So if you're going to
the DNA of Arsenal, you play football and you play out the back, but you're just like.
But I think I said it like last week on the show. Like we haven't played well for an awful long time.
Yeah.
Like we haven't actually played good actual football for a long time. So, cheers for that, Mike.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Was it Ten Hag you wanted?
Yeah, the fella at Ajax. Yeah. So here we are, scenes from Anfield now. Pep has got him out early. He's taking his hat off. He looks a bit chilly, but he's got a lovely scarf on, hasn't he? That scarf. Wonderful.
You love a good scarf.
Do you think he would have got angry at him, or do you think it would have been, no, let's just calm him down, get him back in, get him telling them what they need to do?
I think he'll be assertive in his words and really meaningful, but he doesn't strike me as, do you know what I mean? Like, I think it'll be with. I think he'll be assertive with what he's saying and say, listen, this is what we're going to do. These are the tactical changes. Believe me, trust me, this is going to work.
It's going to work.
And the players they'll take it on.
And then obviously from a Liverpool point of view, Jermaine, what would Jurgen, would he like?
He's happy, for sure, just like I am. But at the same time, he's going to tell them, right, lads, let's not get complacent. You know, it's still another 45 minutes. It's 0-0.
Yeah.
So let's go out there, 0-0 mindset. do not concede in the first 15, do not give nothing away, keep it tight, and then they will have to attack us, and that's when we can strike.
Yeah, you said during like the VT that the first 15 minutes is really important.
It's vital, and like I say, if they can keep that, clean sheet, it should hold good stead, and hopefully, we can go all the way and take the 3 points.
They have the player cam. I'll tell you what, if we had a cam on him, right? Because he's going to be so nervous, right? So nervous.
I'm not going to lie, I certainly am. I'm not going to tell no lies. I am going to be nervous. And I'm nervous right now.
It's just a massive 45 Liverpool.
It's a massive 45.
If they can go and get the win, rather than just get positive results, actually go and win, I think this will be a pivotal moment in the title race.
Brilliant point.
Thank you.
Excellent point. Because I'll tell you what, we would take the draw because we didn't anticipate being two down.
Yeah.
I was probably a little bit more optimistic than most City fans in thinking we could win this.
Yeah.
But as is, I'll take the draw.
I think it's also as well. I think if City can come back from 2-0 down to get like a point, that what that does to Liverpool, that doubt starts to really kind of grow then as well, especially after because what was it this time last year? There was 6 points clear, were they, or something like that? Around about the same.
Yeah, around Christmas.
It's around about
they went into that game 7 points clear, didn't they?
Because was it Leicester and Newcastle we lost to around the Christmas period?
Yeah.
And, we're not shy of winning a title from behind and coming out of what seems to be an impossible situation to actually go on and win it. But I think for me, Liverpool haven't been as good as they're lucky. It's like there's more to come from them.
Yeah.
It's scary the fact that they've got this amount of points and then haven't been playing to this. And I think we are slowly seeing them come towards their best.
Yeah.
And I dread to see what they're like when they're at full flow, full confidence. I think we will see it in the next few games because if they do win this game, they'll be so confident. They'll be 9 points clear, and they'll think we're going to tear everybody apart if we can tear City apart. So,
well, I've got some bad news here, mate. So Liverpool have never lost from being 2-0 up at Anfield in the Premier League. So it's not good for you.
Never.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the game is back underway. Stats are there to be broken.
That's a new one.
Yeah. And ripped up, shredded.
But the game's just kicked off. Second half, City seems to be on the front foot, but they've just given it away. So I do apologise to all City fans out there. Mike, any questions?
Yeah, we've got one just come in from Oliver Boyson. Obviously, we talked a lot about how good this Liverpool team is, how good the City team is, but this question is for the GOAT and for Pennant. Best team you've ever played against?
Ooh. Well, played against the old Arsenal.
Yeah.
And it was funny because that was the time when they were giving the old va-va-voom, and what was that all about anyway? But now because in the team as well, and I remember I had a T-shirt that had va-va-voom, so we said, listen, whoever scores, come to me, I'll rip the shirt up, va-va-voom. Well, we were 3 down and 2. He came and ripped us apart. I ran up halftime and ran up into the dressing room, ripped that off. The boys were like, "You still got your shirt on?" It's like, got rid of that. So that Arsenal team was the invincible team was frightening.
Yeah. What about you, Jermaine?
Best team I played against was probably Barcelona.
Yeah.
When
Stop it! Stop it!
It was when I was in Spain.
And Messi got the ball and
he actually did. He scored an hat-trick. We lost. I think it was 6-1.
Oh, really?
And he scored.
Go on.
Go on.
He scored. He scored 3. We lost 6-1, and for an hour, I got brought off after 1 hour, and no fault of my own. The manager, as I came up, he went, "There's nothing you can do." We literally didn't get the ball. We're just chasing shadows, and that was the best team at that stage I played against.
I know, obviously, he gets talked about a lot, but what is it like with Messi? What is it actually like trying to keep track of him?
It's difficult because he's small. His body mass you just can't knock him off the ball, and the pace he's got. You won't think it's quick, but it's lightning sharp.
Oh my God!
The close control. You can't get the ball off him. He's really good. It was like me when I was younger, playing in the school playground.
Yeah.
And no one could get the ball off me. That's how he sees it. That's how he plays the game. It's just you know, the numbers and stats show you how easy he finds it and what a great player is.
I got massive respect for you. I'm going to do that one day. I'm going to slip that one in and go, you know, this is compared me to Pele, you know, like at the playground. Dub players up like that. I love how you slip that one in. And compare yourself to Messi. That's next level. Hey, that's next level.
When I was at the playground, I was Messi.
That's good. Mike, any more questions?
That's it for now, but come back to me in a second and I'll unearth one from the comments.
Fair enough. Who are
He's on the press now.
Yeah, I've got a question. So, who do you think will go further in the Champions League ever? City or Liverpool?
Well, listen, you know, you don't want to play Liverpool in the league. You don't want to play them in the Champions League. They just got a record at home at Anfield, and the European nights are just even more incredible. Special, there's a belief, and personally, I like them to play Barcelona and let Barcelona deal with them. Someone like Barcelona, because I really don't fear Barcelona. No. You know, as much as I would a Liverpool. So I'd like a Barcelona to go and do all that. Messi. Yeah, pennant and crew.
I do think the Man City and Liverpool are still the two best teams in the world. Because if you look at Barcelona, like they're not performing as well as they were. Real Madrid not performing as well as they were. Bayern Munich just sacked their manager, just lost 5-1 on the weekend. Like not as good as they used to be.
1-4-0 yesterday though, so back.
You've got PSG.
But I mean, PSG. I would say PSG are the only team realistically that.
Oh my
God!
Over.
It's game over. It's got to be game over. This is what we're talking about. My Adrian team as well. Liverpool, you never walk alone. Sean, what's going on, my brother? From another. I love this game. I love Football Social. 4 in a row. Who's on next week? Me. Why? Because Liverpool are playing. Out of that. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm going out. I'm celebrating tonight. I'm celebrating.
Henderson.
Oh, what a ball. What a goal. What a game. Neutrals, if you tuned in. Oh, this is fantastic.
I think Kyle Walker should be doing better there, no?
He's chasing challenge.
As much as we said the goalkeeper wasn't his fault, is he at fault now? He's probably not. He's so close.
It's a great
pace. It's got so much pace on it. It's a quality ball.
Still not to get there, but
absolutely fantastic cross from Jordan Henderson, wasn't it?
It was.
Going out wide. Sean, any way back, buddy? Is there any way back?
I'll come back to you in a minute. Listen, this is a shot, but this is hard to take because I thought this would be really close.
Is this the game that
this
Liverpool?
This is a real marker.
Okay, is this the game that Liverpool potentially won the league? I know it's still. I know it's done in May. But this is a proper statement, isn't it?
Yes, a great statement. I don't think it's a game that's going to win the league. I think what this game is a big shock to the system for Man City. You know, the dent that this can cause for them, you know, going forward now, and how Pep, you know, brings them back to life after such a defeat, and the magnitude of the game, and, you know, the build-up to it, the talk about it, you know, so... But I don't think it's going to be defining who wins the league, but it's a massive, massive blow to Man City.
I feel the thing is, the way each team plays, like City will keep going forward. There'll be so much space for Liverpool. You know, this could turn quite.
I don't see any point in not doing that though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if we've lost a game, we've lost a game. We might as well try. Like, I do find it frustrating. Like, it's 3-0. We might as well shut up and try and just damage limitation. I think that's all nonsense. Like, you've got to if the situation was the other way around, Klopp would be attacking as much as Pep would be. Just for the fact that...
Sterling?
Go on.
There we go.
Shot away.
Please.
Come on. That just got him. Oh, Lovren. Lovren.
The best defender in the world, isn't he?
Absolutely, slaughtering Lovren.
This is what happens.
Lovren, brother.
When you're on top.
Lovren, we love you.
Weak links become major. Look, I mean,
that's a great.
He's on the ground. That's great.
That's
great work from Sterling.
That's
great work from
champions. Build a champions here. Players who fight for the cause, and he could have easily stayed on the floor.
Stayed down, yeah.
They was crawling like a little infant.
There we go. Get it up.
City have to get one back sooner.
There we go. Come on. Swing on it. Swing it. Swing it. Oh. Get out.
There's a goal. Yeah. Oh, offside.
Great.
Eagle-eyed linesman.
Wow.
No.
Sure, mate. I actually really feel for you, mate.
Yeah, listen. Listen, I totally disagree what you said about you go for it. Because City goes on and loses 5-0. That becomes
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it does.
Now, Henderson. Can he pick someone out?
It happened.
So City aren't the team that are just going to sit.
Yeah.
But City can still go and create chances, but not going gung-ho, if you know what I mean.
Oh, cheeky from Firmino. Tried to think it back post. I think it was more of a shot than a cross. But the confidence now flowing in Liverpool is exuberant. It looks you can show from all players. Let's bring on James Milner. Steady the ship.
Oh, here comes the Ox. Imagine Ox running at you as well.
Outside the box as well, there's been a big gap for us outside our box, and we've seen the last few weeks that he can absolutely hit him.
A lovely ball, that is.
Milner as well. I always feel like when Milner comes on, that's it. Like there's just you can't get back into the game because he's just going to cover so much ground.
So experienced.
Yeah.
Mahrez and James. We still have got great players to come on.
Yeah,
that's the thing. We have got game-changing players.
Jesus.
You're absolutely right. I would say this. We do have players that can go and score 3 goals.
Yeah.
Just at this moment, I think in terms of confidence in how we're performing, we're at our lowest and Liverpool are at their peak. So it looks like, forget 3 goals, can we even score a goal?
Yeah.
It doesn't look that way. But truth be told, we do have quality players where we can go and score 3 goals. We just got to ride this sort of 5-minute period, gradually get ourselves in the game, nick one, and then we'll start to see. Yeah.
How much do you think City are missing a player like Vincent Kompany in a game like this? So not against like your lesser teams, but in a game there where they just say even if they might lose, even if they're going to lose this game, they don't get smashed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we were saying before. You need a person like Liverpool have it with Van Dijk and probably with a little bit with Lovren. He seems to be quite a big talker on the pitch, but you need someone just to kind of level everyone out. There are quite a lot of, I wouldn't say young players, but players that your head could drop at a moment, or you could feel like you've done the team wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
And you need those players to just kind of calm you down, settle you, and make sure that you can clear your head and perform like nothing's happened. A player like him, just for everybody else's sake, provides that little bit more kind of stability.
Yeah.
Okay, if we lose the ball in the midfield, we've got Laporte.
Yeah.
Like Stones, I don't think he. I feel a bit harsh saying this, but I don't think he's as good as Laporte. I don't think he doesn't give the strength to everybody else to think, okay, it's all right, we've got Stones in the back. I think he's more of a different kind of defender. But yeah, missing one, let alone 2 of these players is quite difficult.
What about Sane as well?
Chance here to see, can they pick someone out?
Oh no.
Oh, who's that?
Should have been low. That ball should have been low.
Yeah, I feel like
normally it's finding a play.
Pretty good placement from you. Mike, as a neutral, where do you think the next goal's coming from? Do you think it's a City or Liverpool goal?
Oh, really difficult, to be honest. I think City maybe have more impetus to score right now, and but look at this. It's a difficult one because Liverpool will break on them so easily.
We've really dropped our heads.
City look so vulnerable.
Yeah.
I haven't seen City for about 5 years. They're looking, where. Like they actually look like they could potentially get beat 5 or 6 here. I haven't seen City like this for a long time.
And this almost goes back to your earlier statement about Vincent Kompany. Having that real leader, and you're talking about Stones, the players can look back and go, well, can we? Again, Fernandinho is doing a heck of a job, but not a centre back. And you need to look back and just go, he's got it. Centre back's got it.
Chance for Liverpool.
I think we've seen it this season as a whole because we haven't really had results like we've had this season in terms of the Norwich game, the Wolves game.
Go on, he's in.
Chances, puts him in. Sterling.
Bad touch.
Why are you coming back?
Forward, yeah.
Because he's on his left side. If it was his right side, he'd have took that touch in.
Sterling, man.
Every time he plays Liverpool, I just want the best for him. I just want the best for him. Sterling.
Yeah. How much would you want Leroy Sané on the bench right now?
Oh, I want him on the starting 11, ideally.
But look, because obviously he's got a great record against Liverpool. I think he's scored in he scored home and away against Liverpool.
You want to have obviously in a sense some of the games you play are won before it started with the psychological battles of I'm up against Sané. If you lose that psychological battle of he can beat me, he can beat me, he can beat me.
There we go. De Bruyne. Oh, what a block. Lovren.
Then you can really upset defences. But
the best defender in the world, apparently.
You see.
Told you, mate.
I told you.
Told you, man. He's up there.
Yeah, City have to get one back soon, don't they?
Yeah.
10 corners.
We're coming up close to 60 minutes. We need to get one.
I don't know if they've actually hit the target this half, have they? I know it was only 15 minutes in, but you want to be threatening.
Liverpool have done the job. 15 minutes in, keep it tight. Not only have that, they've actually added to the
third, yeah.
So they've definitely took on the instructions from Klopp and looking very strong going forward again. Come on, Liverpool.
I've just got to be humble right now because we just got to get one in the next 7 minutes, I think.
And then maybe just start to build a bit.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not like, look, it's 3-0, but it's Man City. Yeah. They can easily, score 3 goals.
Yeah.
With what they've got in their locker.
Hit that. Mike, do you have any questions?
Yeah, one just come in from BHJB. He wants to know who will leave their club first, Klopp or Pep?
Ooh, Pep.
Shout out to BHJB.
Yeah. That's tough.
I think Pep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Klopp's talking little bits, but I think he's got another 2-3 years in him.
Pep usually stays at his team for 3 or 4 years, win as much as he can, and then goes for another challenge.
Yeah.
And I think he's done that with City now, regardless if he wins the Champions League or not. And I think he's achieved great things for City, done the most he can, and I think he will move on to his next challenge at another big team.
I saw some quotes that he was like flirting with the idea of going to Italy, or saying that it's a fantastic league. I'd love to, someday maybe. So, it would be his next kind of.
Yeah,
AC Milan, get them out the guts. That'd be lovely.
You take your hat off to him. He's conquered Spain. He's done Bundesliga.
Premier League.
Done the Premier League, and then if it goes on to the Serie A, that would be, a great little, not a little, but a great and a massive CV.
Yeah. So, change for Liverpool here. Jordan Henderson, club captain, coming off for James Milner, who's actually given him the armband. Do you think that's a good substitution?
Yeah, I think because he's run his socks off.
Yeah.
He's got his assist,
Done well.
So he'll have a nice shower. You put on James now, who just try and literally be that dog, biting and running everywhere and making it difficult for Man City. So I think it was a sensible decision, more like a player for player there.
Yeah.
So, but with fresher legs.
Yeah.
It's like rub salt in the wound because City fans see James Milner as obviously a former City player who done well, won some things with City, and then see him come on. I have the armband.
Yeah.
The thing is that once you're a red though, Sean, you're always a red, mate. So I'm thinking about
I thought the same one. Once a red, always a blue.
I don't even think he remembers playing for City.
Well, he remembers winning the league.
Oh, that would hurt. That was deep.
There's quite a lot of I wouldn't say hatred, but a lot of City fans do dislike Milner. I think there was a couple of comments when he first moved that put a lot of City fans off. But it's just it's football. He wasn't. I always find it bizarre when fans get frustrated. He's not our youth prospect. He hasn't been at City his entire career. He's moved to us. He's won stuff. He moved to Liverpool. He'll probably win. Well, he has won stuff. So to be annoyed at a player like that, I always find it absolutely bizarre.
I think it was a really good acquisition from that little bit. Was it on a free?
Yeah.
You can play multiple positions, experience. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
No, come out!
He's going to do it again. Handball!
That's the handball. Then neither is Trent's.
So
there you go.
Get off face. Yeah.
It's not looking good for City, James. I'm not going to lie to you, buddy.
We're sitting deep. We're not pressing.
Can you lie to us?
Oh no.
No, don't let him be scoring.
I mean, I'm amazed that no changes have been made for City yet.
Yeah.
Wow. Again, I was time in the box.
That was good from Fernando.
Ball been whipped in from Trent.
Look, I would have thought that straight, on 3-0, Pep would have been like, OK, we've got to change something.
Yeah. He does usually give it 10 odd minutes after half time to make a change, but he's leaving it quite late. I'm not too sure why. Maybe.
The other thing is as well, he sticks with his essential system of 4-3-3.
Yeah.
You have variations of how he plays that, but essentially he likes that. And this is why he wouldn't go to a 4-4-2 or you know, he sticks with that, and so he's going to make. When he makes his decision, we're thinking, okay, what about Jesus? But he won't go, well, I'm going 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Or, you know, so it's interesting to see what he does in the next 5-7 minutes or so. Will he make us up?
James, are you ready for a price boost? A little Sky Bet price
am
boost,
indeed,
mate?
yeah.
Well, I'm about to bring you one, mate. I'm about to bring you one. Yes, Mane to score a brace was 5-1, now 6-1. Obviously, odds are accurate at the time of recording and are subject to change. Head over to www.skybet.com for latest odds, and you have to be 18 or over to participate. Would you have a beard up, mate?
No, I would not like Mane to score another goal.
Like a Man City fan?
No, definitely not.
Fair enough, buddy. So what do City need to do now to try and at least try and get back into this?
I think have a bit more control. We've lost a bit of tenacity in our pressing, and when Liverpool have the ball, we've kind of sat off them in our final third. Won't be as
Sterling into the box. He's over.
He's got in.
Goal kick. He's giving a goal kick.
Fuming.
Normally with players' reaction.
What?
Oh, he's giving Rodri.
He's about to see another game, I think.
Must have said something very naughty.
Do you not think the way City set up in the midfield?
That's a push.
Bit negative.
In the midfield, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, as in with Rodri, Gundogan, and well, the corners obviously not, but you know, Liverpool's midfield is not very attacking.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Anderson, Fabinho, we're all kind of defensive-ish midfielders. So for you to balance that out with defensive midfielders as well, it's like, you know, going head-to-head. You would want more attacking, like Silva. If I had Silva on, it would give our defender midfielders more of an issue, more problems to think about.
The problem,
energy though. Those players give you energy.
Well, no, the problem we had is that David Silva took a knock and was like, nearly fit to start this game. Yeah. And Gundogan is better. Well, recently he's had to play as a 6 because of all our injuries, and he's played better there than he has an 8. When he plays as an 8, he goes missing quite a lot, and as he has in this game, and it's quite frustrating because he's a fantastic player on his day, absolutely silky. Yeah. But David Silva is just by far and away better in that role, and we do really miss him. We see in games like this.
Kicked off.
It's hard to maintain the ball in and around their final third just because Gundogan will look for that backwards pass or sometimes is in the wrong position to receive the pass. And it's quite frustrating, and I hope anyway that we can see David Silva replace him and hopefully see a little bit of that attacking magic.
Why do you think he didn't go for Bernardo Silva in the midfield then and put Mahrez on the right?
I'm not too sure, but I think Bernardo Silva is phenomenal wide, as he is in the midfield. But I think in this case, we would have thought that we wanted a more defensive.
So easy for
midfielder
Liverpool
to stop
defending
theirs. It hasn't really worked.
It's gone all the way. Is it?
Oh my God! Is that not
I guess
nothing?
Bernardo
VAR?
more like defensive.
VAR, no?
No, that's a cop out. Referee, don't be going to the VAR.
Definitely talking to him.
Yeah. No.
Needs to. Come on,
we look
step
very
one more for the
nervous.
Dream Team as well, please.
Game.
Sky Sports Dream Team.
You just can't really see City scoring here. They look so lacklustre.
It's just pure rash.
It's great from them.
Yeah, that was really.
Come on.
Here
we go.
Come on,
make that run. Make that run, girl.
Come on, City.
Left.
There we go.
You don't want him quick in. Don't let him in.
Can he beat his man? Can he put a lovely ball in?
Aguero
won it.
Curse. He's
Falling too.
Well, I'm thinking, why is he not even sliding?
What's going on there?
But he stood up and
He has got a mental block.
Someone's put a spell on him.
Against Liverpool, he's got a mental block.
come on.
Confidence is shot.
Bread and butter.
One person you want that ball falling to would have been Sergio Aguero there.
And in fact, I'm thinking it was an easy tap-in because he doesn't slide. To show that he can't get there.
It was really good play from De Bruyne, wasn't it? He beat his man. This is much better from City.
KDB.
It's got to get
what's happening?
Oh my God.
Good from Liverpool. It is just good from Liverpool.
It is. It's called weathering the storm. You know.
It does.
Yes, it is. I don't know how Aguero doesn't score here.
So it's Kevin De Bruyne. It's got.
Honestly, his confidence is shot.
It's so bad.
The thing is with Sergio, he is a proper
He's had
box
two of those
striker
chances
as well,
though.
isn't he?
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't. That's poor.
Yeah, that's hopeful.
Do that.
Really hopeful.
That's the thing of inexperience. Putting in a left back who's not, played a lot of games. With a
lovely ball in. Exactly where you'd want it.
Really.
Oh, he's got to score.
He's gone for the side foot as well.
Oh yeah, he knew his feeling. You see his reaction.
And he's still.
As if you're really reaching, you you go to ground to try to get every extra inch of, to get to it. So he's probably thinking.
But that obviously means it's still only 2 shots on target for Man City.
Prove me wrong.
Sterling, go on.
Do you know what I mean? It's
To be fair, the last 5 it's been a little bit better from City. At least they're actually trying to probe a bit now.
I mean, this would be the time to get Silver on.
Yeah.
Because Jesus getting warmed up. He's got his joggers off.
Be interesting to see who comes
Yeah,
on.
I think it's either a straight call. It's either I can't see him putting Jesus wide because it's not as effective.
It's effective, yeah.
And that means it's going to be a brave call to take off Aguero.
It wouldn't be unreasonable.
Yeah, but surely take one of the defence midfielders off. Because the thing is, it's almost like the issues City are having, it's not through the middle either. They're out wide. Like
Well, we're not playing great in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
We've had 2 opportunities though from great crosses that could, if
scored,
like by inches, weren't there was no contact from the side.
Nice football.
I think a straight swap wouldn't be that harsh of a call. I know it's strange taking Aguero off, but it just doesn't seem to be on it today. Maybe there is, that kind of mental thing. If I haven't scored at Anfield, just catching up with him.
If
again.
you see Aguero come off now, you'll see dummy thrown out the pram. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
You'll see a not happy Aguero. He's definitely got that in his locker if he gets sub in big games.
But could he blame the manager for taking him off at this stage?
He can't.
I think he would in the moment, but then if you think about it, I think okay.
Yeah,
It's settled down.
So let's have a look. It's Sergio.
It is.
Sergio.
Yeah.
Look,
That seemed a strange for me. I think that's a bit of a strange thing. You need to have your best players on the pitch.
He seems to know.
he's certainly not.
He's accepted it because he's jogged off with pace.
Yeah.
He's accepted it.
He had that spat with Pep earlier on in the season, didn't he? But that seems to be calmed quite quickly after Jesus scored.
It was against Spurs, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's giving him a little hug, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Tried your best.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's good.
We've got a question just come in from Jamie on Twitter. He's asked, do you think Man City should now focus on the Champions League?
No. I hate all that.
No.
Here he is.
I hate all that. Like, who should focus on one competition? If, like, we won every domestic trophy we could last season, why can we not just... Like, it's a team that will go for everything. Like Liverpool, it's a team that will want to win everything. So players don't think, OK, we'll prioritise this. We'll play badly on this Tuesday. We'll play great on this Saturday.
Yeah.
They'll want to win every game. And I always hate that question of prioritising certain competitions because, like, the reason they're at this level is because they're, like, winners. They've got that drive to... They want to win every game. They'll be annoyed if they don't. So they'll prioritising competitions, rubbish.
But do you think, considering the injuries that City have at the moment, and if say there are more in the future, do you think City are actually well equipped to go for both the Premier League and the Champions League?
I don't know, because the Champions League is, I wouldn't say there's luck involved, but like one bad game can ruin your whole Champions League campaign, let's say. Where with the season you've got 1 or 2 games you can mess up and still
I mean, potentially not now though for City. You've got to make up a 9-point gap.
Yeah, but it's still doable. Like, if anything, they should be focusing on the league because the Champions League right now, we're looking good in our group, so we've got a bit of time for a few players to recover. And when those players do recover, we might have a bit of form, So for me, I've always thought prioritising one competition over another is silly.
Yeah, I'd agree, to be honest.
Any other questions from the comments?
There's another one actually coming from Sam Turner, also about City, and I guess a bit about the injuries and the defence at the moment. He thinks that if City spend big in January, it should be, or should they sign Koulibaly from Napoli?
I don't know if Koulibaly's the right defender. One player that I've been surprised with this season that I think would kind of fit a City mould, or I could see slotting in quite well, Soyuncu from Leicester.
Okay.
I think he's proven himself really well, as a great defender, and he's really good on the ball. He's had some really acrobatic moments in the season so far, so I'd love to see Soyuncu.
How about Mustafi?
I'm a fan of Koulibaly.
Yeah.
The games I've seen him play, especially against Liverpool, he was an absolute beast and a rock. And by the Salah couldn't get past him.
Very strong,
he's strong. He's quick. He's a good defender. So, and that's the attributes you want. Yeah. You sacrifice that for someone who can do backflips or. So it would be, personally, I think it would be a great addition to Man City's defence, especially to give it a good stronghold.
Yeah. you think it'll be worth it? Because I mean, he'd cost he'd cost maybe 100 million in January as well. Like, do you think City are that desperate for a top-class defender to go into that?
If you're playing Fernandinho as your main centre-back...
Oh, wow, what is that?
Then
that's the Stones pass.
You've got Fernandinho as your main centre-back, you need to, bring in a centre-back. And if it means spending to get one of the best in the world, 100 million, 80 million, 90 million, then so be it.
Yeah. Do you think City are desperate? Because I mean, it would be 100 million on a player who's, at his peak at the moment, but in the next 2 years will probably be passing his peak. He's like 28 years old. Do you think City are that focused on like having to win things this year, or do you think they take the sacrifice?
He would be cup tied, wouldn't he, for this season's Champions League?
He would be.
He's away for Napoli, right? So it'd be a lot of money, wouldn't it?
Not many great world-class defenders you're going to be able to get who are not playing in the Champions League itself anyway. So
City's policy when they get players, they tend to be somewhere south of 24 in terms of age. So buying at 28, players around 28, around that age, doesn't make sense in terms of, City style of player and the longevity. It's players where they look to give 4 year, can then extend that, ends up being 6 years.
Ooh, that wasn't a bad pass, by the way.
No. So, certain thing is, you think, what quality can you get in January? Normally, the top players come available sort of summertime, but I think also City want to sort of keep a level of not spending beyond 60 million for a player.
No.
Beyond 60 million for a player. They want to sort of stay around
that figure, didn't they?
Instead of going it's 75, 80, because people know City's got the money, but I think City's trying to say, well, no, we don't have the money. I don't know who we think we're fooling.
I mean, Pep has said that a couple of times in press conferences. It's fine.
Oh, this is just really walking away from us now.
It's quite a long 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's just important now. I think that we got to go.
Yeah.
Because to not even score a goal would I think can have a psychological edge of then coming to Etihad, which is we're talking months away. The next level.
Stayed on side,
especially with some of the middle chances as well.
Well done.
Come on.
Go on, Gabby.
Man City on the attack.
Shoot.
It's a bit blunt, aren't they? Like,
get it up.
Yeah, it's hitting hope a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, see, there's not much is going on in this game.
You're looking at him, just don't look at him.
You say that
for Liverpool.
I can't look, Michael. I'm just looking at the back of your head at the moment.
I was staying in this position.
Okay, sorry, we got the ball again.
Man, can you do me a favour and just stand right in front of it? I can't see much of it.
I want you to witness it. I want you to witness it and remember.
Soak it in, yeah. Soak it in.
When you go home to the family, tell it what happened.
Come on.
We've got one run, Sterling. We've got one run. I have to say, thus far, there hasn't been a City player that's been near the level.
Top level, yeah, I agree.
De Bruyne has been okay, but De Bruyne has not been 9, 10.
Yeah. I think that says more about Liverpool. Like they're at a level now where you have to.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Go on, please, Sterling. He's so scared.
You can tell as well, can't you? Like
the hesitancy.
Can't get all that time in the box, Sterling. We know this.
It's good closing down. It's good pressing for Liverpool.
They've been doing it all game as well.
Yeah, they've not let the star players come into the game.
This is really dangerous.
So who's coming off for the Ox, you reckon?
I reckon Wijnaldum.
Yeah, just give him a bit of a break, get some fresh legs on, and give it.
Yeah, because he's from the performance he's putting in now. He's worked.
That's it, brilliant.
He's going to pick someone out. He had a bit of space to run into there. You have to cross it that early.
Don't play on.
Oh, good ball.
Here we go.
Oh, great!
Let's get on that!
Yes,
Come on!
Back in this.
Game on. Angelino.
Game on.
Proving his worth.
Klopp is fuming. Klopp is he's shouting at someone.
He's putting Ox back on the bench.
Hold on. Don't give me no
I feel like that was a foul.
Looks like he's celebrating.
It was a foul.
VAR.
He's actually fuming.
There we go.
VAR doesn't exist. They've cancelled it. The guy thought this guy's not in.
That's not a foul. That's not a foul.
Ref's looking right at
That's not a foul.
Yeah, ref's looking at it.
Great ball from Angelino.
There we go.
Yeah, he came
Great finish.
Great ball from Angelino. Great ball from Angelino.
He'll get the assist. He'll get the assist.
Well, that's a handball as well from Fabinho. So it should have been a pen anyway.
It's going to be an interesting last 15 now.
Great.
What's the finish?
Done him with the eyes. Hey,
10 minutes,
far post,
2 goals,
no,
come on.
near post, squeeze in there.
That's a lovely
lovely
finish.
No
That's a
keeper
great
saving.
finish.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Another one now, mate.
They knew we were on the football social. They had to give us some entertainment for the last 10.
There we go.
He's took in for me.
Oh, you're going on the defence. Oh, you're going on the defence, are you? Oh, you're going on the defence, are you? Oh.
Ox is an attacking player, not a defensive midfielder.
Okay.
He's an attacking player. It's like for like, really.
Like for like.
There you go. Look, boom. Look, attack. Run it in. There you go.
Oh, that was good.
That was really good.
That was actually just coming.
Oh my God.
We got Stones there.
If Liverpool scored now.
Do you think that was the same sub that you wanted to make, Jermaine? If he,
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good sub to make in either situation.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Ox can run the whole game, let alone the last 10,
Yeah.
and he can produce. So, yeah, either way, it was a
Look,
great.
it's going to be a nervy, 10, 12, 13 minutes, depending on stoppage. But, it's in Liverpool's hands now.
Yeah.
So we've got a question coming in. This is a bit not to do with this game, but MCFC 5000.
It's much better from
Talking about Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
Considering he scored again yesterday, do you think he can win the Golden Boot?
Here we go!
Oh my God!
No!
He's got a pick.
Why did you go?
Oh, wow.
I want it to be
Why did Sterling not shoot then?
It's great football from
I'm thinking, why is he not going for the dink?
Why is he
That's the
not
only thing
shooting?
he can do.
Oh, I thought I was it.
I have to also, he hasn't scored, but I also have to applaud the fact his thinking team there is thinking, if I score that as a tap-in, but it just happens to be probably behind the attacker.
I want to see a replay on that.
Okay, lovely. Okay.
I thought
It's much better from Sterling. It's much better from
Yeah, we need to spell. We need this. If we can produce a goal within the last 5 minutes,
And then just,
Even
and
5 minutes.
then just give it a real good go.
and then give it a real good go. So I think we've got a good,
pumping.
6 minutes, 5 minutes.
Jermaine's like looking a bit like a nervy now. He's got his legs. He's nice. He's
focused.
about 10 minutes ago, he's nice. When he's late, he was like this.
Let's see that hand. Let's see the steadiness on that hand.
That's fine, mate. Look, just cool as a cucumber. Just like they are.
Oh, dear.
Is there? So, City got one more sub, have they? Who do you
yeah, we
two?
do.
You got two, right?
Aguero's.
Two subs.
We've only made one,
Yeah,
I believe.
one
Yeah.
sub is Aguero for.
I mean, David Silva, as I've said probably 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
in this, should be on the pitch. Fair enough, he had the injury, so that's why we're probably hesitant. But last 10 minutes,
Look, 3 guys on him.
Sterling's called for one, isn't it?
Oh, Raf!
Raf!
Go on, still got it! Raf, come on, you gotta give me the foul. You can't, that's no advantage.
Sterling is causing all kinds of problems at the moment.
Because he's got to give a penalty then. He's got to give a penalty.
Why has he not tried to think?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's the took.
I think that's the right
it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's too close.
Alisson's got that. If he,
I agree.
To be fair, Van Dijk had Gabby Jesus defended very well then. He couldn't
Yeah. So was that just good defending from Liverpool?
I think that's fantastic defending from Van Dijk. If you look at it, like, Sterling's done the right thing, but Jesus can't get the ball under control because Van Dijk's putting him under way too much pressure.
Much better from City. They're pressing the ball. They're being a lot more positive.
Our mouth is
feeling
dry.
it.
Come on, Rodri. Yes, tidy that up, son. That's it. Could walk a better ball next time. In the middle, turn.
Come on.
Coming out the other side. Transition.
Liverpool are starting to sit back more and more here. I don't know
Yeah, I
if it's good for
think
them.
that goal was, put a little bit of pressure on them. And
Handball!
no way, he's 2 yards from.
Oh, penalty! What's happened there?
No.
You having a look at it?
If he's not actually injured, I'll be fuming.
It's not a penalty. He gave himself, man. He's begging. He's begging there.
Gave yourself, Pep.
There's no way he got all of the ball.
Oh, God.
Oh, is it?
He's actually injured, is he?
That's the hand. It's
Like,
the hand.
you can't be annoyed
He's
at that.
literally
You can't be annoyed at that.
centimetres away from him. How can you give an handball for centimetres away if someone boots the ball at you?
He said 2 as well. He said 2 handballs, didn't he? Yeah.
Look how close. Look how close he is.
it's
Look
too
how close he
harsh.
is.
Yeah.
And he's tucking it in. You can't
Behave
give
yourself.
that. You can't
Behave
give that.
yourself. Pep, look, that's, you know what? That's
probably
Champions League,
like,
maybe.
I don't know what he's doing.
Champions League, maybe.
Champions League. Yeah, 100% that.
Champions League, yeah.
2 times.
desperate.
His scarf is getting ready to come off there. Look at him.
We've won it 2 times. We've won it 2 times. Premier League, we've won it 2 times.
He's turning into Mourinho, isn't he? That?
Love it, Pep. We know, mate. We know. I'm going to tell you on it.
All right, come on.
Is it time for Scott Carson?
Yeah.
Is it time?
Up front.
Up front.
We've done it before. James went up front for us for the last 5 minutes. I think we tried to get European football then.
Yeah, I remember,
that was a win.
Ball.
Robbie Fowler missed the pen.
Yeah.
Sterling's been fantastic the last
There we go.
Outside, KDB.
Outside, watch his ball. Watch his pass.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Smash.
Come on.
One's far post.
The ball in the back of the edge of the box. Oh, he's missed it. Okay,
It's all right, it's all right.
reset.
Oh, what is Angelino
Come on,
doing?
well done, Angelino. That's
If he
what I like
controlled
to
it,
see.
he would have got
the
pinched.
experience
Would
was
have got nicked off him.
fantastic.
Probably.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How long, ref?
Either way. I think there's still another goal in this, either side.
Book him.
Yeah, book him. Hey? He's had in his hands ages.
All I'm saying, though, as it stands, my prediction's coming in. Well,
Oh,
said 3-1.
Who cares?
3-1.
Oh, yeah.
I care very much.
Come on, we need 1-2 minutes. We got it in us.
Oh, I love it. Love Ron. Best friend in the world.
You got it for MOM.
No, but...
Look at this. You got to give him a card.
Who would you say is man of the match today?
Fabinho. He's broke stuff down, scored a
good
cracker.
goal, yeah.
He's been the anchor in that team today. So Fabinho.
Would you say, how would you rank Fabinho among Liverpool players in general this season?
Oh, he's came on absolute leaps and bounds. When he first came, I was a bit suspect of him, just giving for the team, but now he's settled in. You know, he's probably learned better English now. He's communicating better. Settled in the country. He's really, came out of his shell and, expressed why Klopp's gone for him and brought him in. He's been immense. Like I say, he really breaks up. The attack for other teams is great.
Do you think he's becoming as important as your other big players like Mane, Salah, and
100%,
Alisson?
100%. Because, like I said, he's good on the ball as well. He's not just a defensive midfielder. He's good on the ball. He can score goals as we just saw there, and he does help them in that middle as well. So he's a really good player.
It's crazy to think that Monaco team
It's much better
in the Champions League. You think about how good
Oh!
those players have become.
Walker.
Oh, Walker.
What are you doing in there?
He loves it. He can play anywhere, playing goal.
He genuinely has, in the last few weeks, scored a goal and kept a clean sheet.
Who, Cole Walker?
Made a save from a free kick. Wasn't it like
That was the first
he's the first English goal. He's the first Englishman to make a save in the Champions League.
Yeah. Applaud.
Gomez coming on.
Now Joe Gomez.
This is shutting up ship here, definitely.
Tighten up for an up.
Who's coming off? Who's it? Salah.
I'm just on a Zach.
Oh no,
Zach
Joe
player.
Gomez coming on.
Done a Zackism. I've ruined my career from that.
Out of the front three, Jermaine, which Salah, Firmino, and Mane, who would you have loved to cross for? Who out of them three, who would you love to be on the end of, to make the movement, etc.?
I think out of the three, I would say probably Mane's probably the better in the year.
Yeah. So
he's one that you've seen score most goals with his head, so it would probably be Mane.
Mane, yeah.
I think Salah's more of a like me when it comes to heading. It's a turtle.
Well, I never got why. So if I was crossing, they would have ended up with the left back. Oh, come on.
Come on, City.
That's a good ball,
It's not just gone out of place.
Too much. Go on, get it back to you.
So they got one more sub, right, City? 2? I don't know. But probably like shouldn't they?
Yeah, 2. I don't like.
I mean, what do you not bring on Mahrez at this point, just to give something
I don't know what's going on anymore. I would have done. I would have tried to. I don't know. I personally see Gundogan. I keep saying it. His position being the weakest in this current team. This. And then either Mahrez on the wide or straight swap David Silva. But
I think the thing is that you're actually playing well now, whereas you weren't 15 minutes ago. You know what I mean? You're actually starting to create a few chances. So.
It's a confidence thing at the moment. I think we genuinely believe that we can go out and at least get another goal. Maybe not win it, but the confidence is there at least.
Right. We've got about 5 minutes, including stoppage left.
I can feel the tension in this room.
Yeah.
As a neutral, it's. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a bit too much, is it?
Fuming.
Easy, Kyle. Pipe down, son. 3-1. Have some of that.
Sean, do you think like that, window of opportunities maybe gone for City now?
Yeah.
They had a bit of.
I'll answer it for him. Yeah. It's managed.
As good as we
Say
are,
it away.
as good as we are, the quality that we have, I just think Liverpool's just been brilliant today. Right on the front foot. I'll probably say Fernandinho has been City's outstanding player.
Yeah.
This has been pretty.
Despite conceding 3, which kind of says a lot about him.
Yeah. You know, it's time for a sacking at least.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad we scored 1. Because if not, a 3-0, Liverpool will be thinking.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. We go to Etihad. Yeah, we can go. Beat City there.
It's also as well, because now it's 3-1. Pep's got something to moan about. Not moan about, but he's got something to say, it's a penalty, should it be a penalty, blah, blah, blah. At least he can almost spin that argument when he goes back to training with the so.
We also had those 2 very close chances, so there is something to kind of take out of this game, positives. But
England teammates Sterling and Joe Gomez. Come on, mate, he's about 6 feet. I think that's probably the wrong guy, Sterling, mate.
I remember when Sterling was at Liverpool, Gerrard said pound for pound, Sterling is the strongest player he's ever played.
Really?
Pound for pound.
Yeah. You can see his strength.
I remember a game against Liverpool before he joined us. He absolutely bullied Yaya Toure off the ball, and I was just in awe. He's just so strong for his size.
Oh my God, what a chance. If he's onside, that is a massive chance.
Is that offside? Yeah, he's given offside.
Offside.
He's fuming.
Because they go when the ball's kicked. Watch Liverpool.
Liverpool have done
That's a great line.
They've watched all of,
But I'm going to go tactics. We know this. So we should start a yard deeper, knowing that they go when the ball's being kicked. Or do similar to what we did the very first free kick, which was pass it square, then deliver.
Yeah. We do that a lot. In corners, it's always that short pass and then deliver the ball.
Yeah.
Yes, as well. So we've got 4 minutes at a time. We're into the first of them.
I'm talking about it than Pep, though.
No.
Get your final comments in.
Yeah. We do have a question. It's a simple but difficult question.
Silly mistake there.
Simple but difficult.
Yeah. Zakaria Ahmed in the comments.
Oh, lovely tackle.
He's just quite simply saying, who's going to win the title?
I said it when we lost to Wolves, and I'll say it again. I still believe that we can win this title.
Yeah.
I mean, we've...
It's a long way back now.
Yeah, but we've won it in difficult situations before. This could be the next one. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel that this team are going to drop their heads and think... They won't think they can't win the title.
Yeah.
They know they still can, so yeah, I'm still backing City to win it.
I must admit though, I don't think I've ever seen Pep chase the title properly. Like, say if Liverpool were to go further in the lead, I don't think he ever really needs to do it at Barca that much, or maybe that season that Real won it, but I don't know I don't know how far they were chasing it then. I never had to chase it.
Regardless of the result today, Liverpool win, Liverpool lose, Liverpool a draw, Liverpool are winning the season.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Sean's the same as well. Whatever happens,
You are talking absolute utter nonsense. No, Jamie, I agree. I think it's still very possible for City to go win the league. I think this will be good. I say think it'll be good. This is not what I want, but I think we talk about Leicester, we talk about Chelsea. I think City will just now go away, gather themselves. Got to win against Chelsea, which will be the next important game, huge game, and build from there. And while City just under the radar, go and get these results, and just slowly look for Liverpool to drop the odd point, because again, we played Aston Villa and they pushed us. They pushed Liverpool as well. So I think there's teams there that can take points potentially off for Liverpool as well. But we've got to do our own work now and go on a great run.
Man of the match, like I said, for
I'm
the guy. No, but like Sean was saying there, I think deciding who wins the league or not, it's not going to come battling, City and Liverpool together. Yeah. It's teams taking points off each other. Like your Aston Villa almost did, and your Norwich did at City. That's where you know, what it's going to come down to. So not this game ultimately, but it's a great, you know.
Just so strong.
He's ridiculous.
Didn't even give away the corner as well.
Oh
No.
it's a late one. It's a late one.
As a foul.
Game over. 93-minute point, 22, 24, 25, 26. Any last word, Sean? Take it.
Yeah.
No, it's been great, guys. Football Social. See you next week.
There you go. Bye.
Oh, I don't like this.
So the last 20 seconds of added time, you'll never walk alone, bouts out around Anfield.
I think I've already done mine. Can we have studio volume, please? Volume.
Oh, he's calling the shots. This is it. Unbelievable. This is a massive, massive 3 points. Because I don't necessarily think it's just the 3 points. It's the way Liverpool have gone about it, haven't it? They've been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So for Man City to concede 3 goals as well, you know, on the form they've been in, I mean the magnitude they've done it. It's yeah.
Oh, Sean! It's the loose side of Sean. Go, I just see it there. How did it go?
Makes it even better. Yeah!
Yeah, you go. You got. Well done today, Liverpool.
Thank you.
Well done. It hurts because I thought it was a lot closer. We had a spell in the game, but didn't really look like pulling those goals back. Liverpool with Liverpool. And I actually said it before the game. We said if Liverpool were going to get something, for me, they had to be on the front foot pressing, and that's what they were, because they're an awesome team and they're that way.
Pep said that. Klopp said that. That's how they're going to set out. To beat City, we've got to attack them. We've got to attack them, and that's what they did from the first minute, and got the early goal. Then they didn't step back. They continued attacking. That's how you got to play against these big teams. If you sit back, they will punish you. City will punish you. So the best line of defence is attack.
Yeah. So people just joining the stream now, what I want to know from you guys is who do you think is going to win the league? Is it Liverpool's now? Is it Liverpool's? Mike, any more questions?
Yeah, a few coming in. At Kier 5 said, who's Man City's most important player going to be now in this title chase?
God. Sterling and De Bruyne. Them 2 players are massive, because
Pep doesn't want a happy day. He's just been shaking referee's hands.
Aguero don't
get a dig there, isn't he? Like,
Aguero don't get his goals by himself. He's not, a great creative goal scorer. Yeah. All his goals come from Sterling, assists, or the supplies from De Bruyne. So them 2 now are going to be fundamental for City moving forward.
Yeah. Would you agree, Sean?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think in addition to them, I think getting Rodri back, he has been back, but again, he wasn't at the levels, we could say, because he's been out. But, because he's been out, we're cutting the slack there. But we need to get him back to his form. We need to get our centre backs back in. But, yeah. This hurts. I was just saying, Pep there, he's fronting up, in terms of shaking the Liverpool players' hands, because he's putting on as a leader. That it hurts the bitter taste of coming there, having won there for a number of time, under his reign as well, playing the football the way we do. This really hurts. This is a bitter taste, because he wouldn't make no excuse and say because we didn't have centre backs. He'll feel that he has the intelligence and the tactic to be able to get a result.
He's like Klopp. Here he goes.
There we go. Great show, great game. Love the company.
Do you think Pep could have done with giving Kevin Keegan a ring before the game? Just get that Anfield win experience.
Well, no, I could say yes.
I think we're going to have a quick look at the table now. Let's see what it looks like.
Do we have to?
That is a long way back, isn't it, for Man City? Obviously, Liverpool there, 12 played, 34 points. City, 12 played, 25. That's a long way back, isn't it, James?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's not only are the 9 points now, it's that they're staying in 4th.
Yeah.
So, that's, again, like, now we're in 4th. Even though you're probably a point, it's still, you're in 4th.
Yeah.
I do think, though, like, we haven't won at Anfield since 2003, and we still have won titles.
Yeah.
So I don't think this game should be determining the whole season. I think, if we can, and obviously we are a team that can do it, push back against Chelsea, that, as you've been saying this whole time, will give us a lot of confidence going forward. They'll push Chelsea down, who are above us right now. So we'll be back. We'll be back. Don't worry.
Mike?
Is that the next game? Is it Chelsea?
Chelsea, yeah.
That's big.
It's huge now. It's huge now.
For like most teams, like the international break's not a good thing. I just think it's come at a very good time for City. You know, like they off like the back of this, they'll be able to to just kind of like almost like, because obviously there'll be a lot of players that go off on international. It's not like Pep's going to get his players in, but at least they'll be able to go, right, that's done now. Because that was the same kind of thing last season, but then City like went on that run, didn't they?
Yeah.
Just win. I think that might give them like that opportunity.
You're absolutely right. I think players. You're absolutely right. I mean, players that go in international duty would go away, focus on Brazil, Belgium, and all, England, and everything, and the City players. It's probably a good thing because they can come back and go, refocus. Okay, we didn't get the result against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right, we've got to be bang at it now. We've got to go on a run of, so many games and with a draw in there, 15 games or something crazy, and just do that to close that gap. And so this has probably come at a good time for City.
Also gives us a bit of a break with our injuries because, as I said, David Silva, Rodri, small injuries, but it gives them that extra week to recover. Like obviously, David Silva not playing for Spain anymore.
Yeah, I think we're going to hear from Liverpool's two fullbacks. Let's see what I've got to say.
Yes, I'm joined by Liverpool's flying fullbacks. Boys, just how big and how significant is that win for you all right now?
Yeah, look, it's a massive win against, our closest rivals last year. Obviously, they beat us to the league, and this year it looks like it's going to be the same. Obviously, there's other teams round about us, and we need to be wary of all of them. But to play a big game like this at home and to get that result is massive for us.
What do you think was key to getting that result today?
I think the first goal, to be honest. I don't think we started the best. I think they started on the front foot, had 2 corners in the first minute, and I think the first goal was always going to be the important factor. Fabinho hits an absolute worldie into the top corner, and after that I think we'd done pretty well in the first half to get back in front, and then we knew the next goal was crucial in the second half, and luckily Sadio got it. Last 10 we dug in, and we defended everything that they threw at us.
Trent, if the first goal was crucial, equally crucial was a penalty not being given against you for handball. How worried were you at the time?
Obviously, there's VAR. Obviously, I think it has hit me hard, but I think it might have hit Bernardo Silva's first. But it's one of them where you have to carry on playing. And then, we went down the other end and punished them. They were complaining about the goal, the handball and that. But like I said, we went down the other end. Fabinho was a wonderful strike, and we went 1-0.
Also as well, the second goal, a beautiful ball in. It's becoming a feature of this play, isn't it? The full-backs as the assisters.
Yeah, look, obviously Trent's done an unbelievable diag, and I've just had a bit of space, and I've seen Bobby and Mo run into good spaces, and I knew if I could put it in there, then one of them would hopefully get on the end of it, and delighted for Mo to obviously get his head on it and to put it in, but we're just delighted to contribute, and defensively I think we were very solid today as well.
More than 3 points, psychologically, what's this worth, Trent?
Yeah, obviously we're on a good run of form. Obviously still unbeaten, which is what we want to do. We want to keep picking up the 3 points. We know at home we've got the advantage with the fans and that. So every time we're here, we want to pick up the 3 points and feel as though we should. So for us, it's about keeping that momentum up. It's not about how other teams feel and what we're doing. We're just focused on ourselves and picking up as many points as possible. Because obviously we picked up a lot of points last season and it still weren't enough. So we know that we're going to have to get in and around the same kind of numbers to hopefully come away with a bit of silverware. But it's still early doors, and we know that we've still got a long way to go.
Is that the key? Keep in perspective of when this victory is, even though it's a terrific victory.
Yeah, of course. Last year, especially near the back end of the season, both us and Man City just weren't dropping points, and we just kept on winning. That's why the points tally was so high. And we believe that if we keep going like that, then if we keep getting 97 points one year, we're going to win the league. So hopefully if we just keep going, we need to keep game by game. And as boring as it is, and fans probably want to hear something different, but that's exactly what we have to do. It worked well for us last year, and it's worked well for us so far this year. So it's perspective. You're right. We've beat Man City at home, and it's a big result for us. But we still need to keep going after the international break. It's the toughest period over Christmas, and then we'll see where we are after that busy period.
Did it get a bit feisty out there?
Yeah, obviously 2 top teams competing. So yeah, obviously it's gonna spill over onto the pitch. We both wanted the 3 points. They've come here, tried to take it, and we wanted this. So it was just about the desire at the end of the day, and in games like this, that's what shows out on the pitch. Both teams really wanted to win it, and obviously we were good enough to win today.
Great stuff. Well done, boys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cool. So, what do you think the difference is between last season and this season? What from your point of view? You know,
it's not anything huge. It's definitely minute. It's games where getting results last minute. You know, against the Villa they did. Yeah. That was like I said. I'm going to go back to because it's a massive result. Where last season they wouldn't have got that result.
Yeah.
You know, even at home when they played West Ham, it was 1-1. Then they played Leicester, 1-1. They played Leicester this season. It was tight, and then winning 2-1 in the last minute. So them factors there are the difference now. They've got that never die, you know, attitude, never give up. Where before it was 1-1. All right, we've not lost.
Yeah.
Oh, we've not lost. You know, it's a point. You know, we'll take it. Where now they're just going full throttle and trying to continue to get that win.
Mike.
There's a few hangers on. Daniel Carlson has asked, what went wrong for City today?
Ooh. Guys.
I think with the first goal...
I'll sit this one out.
I do think it was a lack of experience with that first goal. Obviously, you're not going to stop the strike itself, but there might have been a moment, obviously, of switching off. As soon as that handball went, you see Aguero doesn't go for the ball, doesn't go for that little rebound. He looks straight at the referee.
Yeah.
Ball goes down the other end, and as we said before, with the Angelino not being in the right position, the second goal was just unstoppable, really. The ball from the right back to the left back, massive ball in. Fantastic. And then I can't remember exactly the play for the third goal, but I think it was our clinicalness up front, personally, that was the thing that killed us off today. I mean, we saw maybe 2 opportunities, maybe 3 that on a good day would have gone in. So, yeah, I would say it's how clinical we were today.
I think City just, as a number of players, when we look, and normally we're saying, wow, this player's outstanding, this player's brilliant. Look at that pass, look at that control, look at that vision, look at that creativity. And I think when I reflect on the game, and I'm sitting there thinking, Fernandinho was a player that probably performed out of 7. You know, and we're saying that was a good performance.
Yeah.
Every other player, De Bruyne, I wouldn't say he was near his ultimate in terms of his creativity. Sterling, you know, I'd say they were like that 6.
Yeah.
We're thinking they got that gear. When's it coming? It's just not coming. And that's you have to. You could join in now. You have to say it's part of what Liverpool's done. Liverpool's game in the press, and I think that's what it was down to. Nullifying City players.
You spoke about Fernandinho there. Like, do you think if you were given the choice and City had a more fit back line, would you have put Fernandinho in the defensive midfield role instead of Rodri? Because I know he had an amazing game against Liverpool last season in the league. Which was
I think because he's forced in that situation, it was always going to be a Rodri or Fernandinho to play at centre back. And you know, I can't say that Fernandinho's played bad. You know, so I just think one game you'd say, oh, I'll put Rodri there, in another game. Rodri was really good in that holding role, I have to say, because I always thought, you know, who was going to come in and play as well as Fernandinho or take it up another level? And Rodri's come in, and I just thought, this guy can play. Like this, we haven't blinked, and it's just like he's just this consistent. And today, he was another player that we're looking and saying, not quite on it.
Cool. Well, we won't be here next week because it's international break, but we will be going on the 23rd. Oh, what a guess that was. 23rd of November. Where we will be looking at all of the 3 o'clock games, including Arsenal. So I'll probably be in tears. And also, I believe, Liverpool at 3 o'clock. So, and Man City, Chelsea after that. So it might be a little double header. Are you pumped?
I'm pumped. Fair
enough.
Yeah, personally, but yeah.
Well, actually, all I've got to do left is to thank my guest, Jermaine Pennant. Thank you so much for coming on. Very happy, man. Sean, the GOAT, as always. Thank you so much for coming on, Sean.
No buzzing today.
No buzzing today. James, thank you so much for coming on. Michael coming on the socials. Thank you very much. And now we've just got the best bits. Guys, thank you so much. It's been a hell of a show.
Sorry, boys. You never...
Oh, sit down. Rubbish.
Second video.
What, crack it!
What a goal! What a goal! Oh, my gosh. Liverpool, a 1-1.
This is what I'm talking about! I think I pulled my Achilles.
Get someone.
How does Aguero not put that away?
Offside.
Whipped in though.
I've got him in my fantasy as well.
Chance! Oh my gosh! And it made
This is what I'm talking about.
Salah!
Oh my gosh. Trent to Robinson into cross box to Mane, who's not in my dream team, who Salah scored instead. But I'm over the moon, and it is ever so quiet here for both Man City supporters.
Getting ready to say to the players at half time now.
Well. Can we do better, lads?
Just for a moment, I thought
a lot better. You said you compare yourself to Messi. Next level. That's next level.
When I was at the playground, I was Messi. It's game over. It's got to be game over. This is what we're talking about. My dream team as well. Liverpool, you never walk alone. Sean, what's going on, my brother? From another.
Here we go.
Oh, great.
Let's get on that.
Come on.
Back into this.
Game on.
Angelino.
Game on.